copyrighted.
Stream didn't start for me. It doesn't show that
It'll
you're
take like a
live.
couple seconds. It just depends on like
Oh, there's
what
a
you,
delay
yeah,
again.
what you've set your delay to be. You can
Yeah.
actually do that yourself.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can make it less of a delay? Or
Only to a certain extent, but yes, you can.
okay.
And then, because I was having trouble with like stream stuttering and stuff when I was watching them, like a while, like at my old place. So I increased the delay because I didn't need it to be, like who cares if me and Juggernaut Jason are right at the exact same time? Like I don't need that.
Yeah.
But uh,
Yeah. I gotcha.
mhm.
I gotcha.
Okay. Okay. I think that's all the
Oh,
discords that I'm in. Hopefully that this has been okay. So let me just quickly get the stream open.
did you spam the game crew StarCraft with like David and
No, I don't think that they care. But okay, so we are live, and I know what you're thinking, Maddie. When the reigning current champion of the LMSL is playing, of course we're gonna cast him. So starting in the top right, the blue Protoss, the current champ, playing for New Age Angels or something like that. It is Roy.
in the bottom left, the red Protoss representing IMDSI. It's Lou Boohausen.
Ooh, and I don't know why I didn't start the replay. Should have started the replay. My bad.
Well, we
Hello.
had to see how the probes were split, right? So
And I think it was not at all, but I'm not sure actually, to be honest.
yeah.
Hello, the cell. It's nice to see you, my dude. I think we're cast. The cell played. Oh, this week too. Okay, so Roy is just solid. I honestly don't know what to expect because Roy was telling me recently that he has been working a new job or something, and now he's playing almost exclusively EU ladder. So I wonder how much that's going to change his playstyle.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's from Peru, so I can't even imagine what his ping to EU would be like. I really hope he's
Yeah,
Peruvian now. He's from
for
somewhere in South America. I think it's Peru. So two probes.
Peru's in South America, so that's
Yeah.
a safe bet.
Yeah, and so Roy did a pylon scout, and Lou Hausen, or Hoisen, or whatever, did a gateway scout. He's got kind of an interesting wall. I'm assuming that that's going to be for a double gate expand, but again, I don't know. I don't play this race. We're doing a PvP literally. Yeah, there it is. So, Maddie, how's everything going for you?
Everything's been going fine, Jeff. I've been waiting all day to enjoy some medium level StarCraft.
Oh, nice. But I don't know. Some of these guys are pretty high. Like, they're
No, I
relatively
know,
high
I know,
level.
I know. I mean, it's everything's medium level compared to pro. You know, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. I didn't mean it in a bad sense. I was just trying to be accurate because I know how nitpicky the viewers get.
They can, for sure. We got some people talking. We are both Canadian, but I guess you could call it America if you want. So double saturation for only one of them. Roy's still getting into gas here, but what that actually means, I have no idea.
I believe Hausen is a term used to describe holding down your house in the ghetto with like a sawed-off shotgun. If Rage Against the Machine song "I'm Hausen" has taught me right, even though it's spelled and pronounced differently.
Okay. I got a notification, but for some reason it didn't show up on stream. Kaiser, thanks for the follow, my dude. Hausen is blocking the expand for Roy, but Roy's not going for expand because he's going for a proxy Stargate. So that's kind of interesting.
Oh hell yeah! I want to
If
see this. And so proxy Stargate means voids, probably, or Oracle.
or an Oracle, perhaps. Wild Adam, really Wild Adam. Thanks for the follow, my man. So okay, so these stalkers are gonna come in, and Roy's stalkers are gonna finish at the same time. But the double volley here is actually gonna make this a little unfortunate for Roy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the stalker's gonna go down, but how much damage do you think this is actually gonna find?
I
Like
hard
none.
to say, right?
Well, because
Yeah.
Roy, his warp gate just finished, so he should cancel these stalkers. I don't know if he's going to. He's probably working on other things, but cancel the stalkers, and he can just immediately warp them in. He's not though.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's fine.
And on the other
He's
side,
focused on the Stargate.
yeah. So nothing even died anyways. And oh
no.
wait, so,
Adepts in the base.
oh, it depths in the base. Ooh, a little
Picking
late
off
on that.
probes.
I was waiting for the Oracle to pop, but it looks like we don't even need that.
15 kills between them at this point, so it's
The
a
cell,
lot
thanks for
going
the
on.
follow too. Okay, so that's all probes. I mean, I don't know what I kind of want to like watch the replay again because I don't know what Lu Buhausen was doing, in the sense that I think he's AFK. You know, like
He just let all his probes be destroyed.
yeah, I don't.
Uh,
I mean, if you're Roy right now, you're like, does he have a secret hidden base? Am I getting super all in? Like, Roy's sending the Oracle home just in case, and GG gets called. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, so
08 p.m. chat, or
now,
Really Wild Adam says 08 p.m.
yeah, it might have happened. So now everyone
have been.
gets to see the new screen or whatever. I worked
Oh,
very
hell
hard on
yeah.
it. Here it is. And we're gonna jump into game number 2.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a good Simpsons movie.
I like that Simpsons movie, and I wanted to do a picture of you as Homer, but I didn't want to like dox you or anything. And you don't have like a picture for your Discord or something that something that represents you that I could have used. So it's just me and Homer instead of.
You should have just put up a picture of him Tita there.
Yeah, but no one knows you as him Tita either.
I'm him Tita on stream.
That's. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so spawning in the bottom right, currently down 0-1, but can he bring it back and upset the champ? It is Lu Buhausen. Hoisen, whatever.
And in the top left, it's the blue Protoss up 1-0. The returning champ, ya boy, Roy.
Nice. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. That was such an interesting game. Like, I actually am still baffled by that game, because he just didn't do anything when the probes were being attacked or anything like that. Like, it's just, it's pretty wild. I don't know. That's it. That's all I have to say. Roy going for the pylon scout again.
I mean, it worked. It worked last time, so.
Yeah, I think being safe, like it costs more minerals, of course, but it's just way safer. And maybe Roy doesn't trust his like cannon rush defense or something.
Yeah.
But that being said, oh, he's blocking the. Oh, did you see that? He blocked the wall. So Lu Buhausen now doesn't get the wall that he wants because the gateway is slightly further back. I don't.
So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
I don't know how much
so
that changes.
No wall,
things.
but putting down his cyber at the front. I guess. What would his goal be now then? To try and funnel instead of just walling off? You won't really have much defense anyway.
The idea is, beside the cyber core, you can fit. So normally cyber core is a gateway because a gateway is less like beneficial. Like if you have to lose a gateway, you'd rather lose the gateway than a cyber core. And then
definitely.
you can fit a shield battery here if any adepts try and shade into your base.
Okay.
It just makes like a full wall basically because Roy went double adept last game and he's going double adept again this game.
He is, but this time no Stargate.
No proxy Stargate at least. But that was a third pylon proxy Stargate, I think, if I saw it correctly.
Which is slow?
Yeah, slower than it has to be.
Slow-ish, yeah.
Well, because your opponent doesn't necessarily see it coming because they see you drop the second pylon and then they leave because your units are about to pop. So they don't actually confirm where your third pylon is.
Sure.
Ooh, canceled this time. Interesting. So Lu Buhausen is maybe thinking like, I want you to take this expand now instead of all-inning me or whatever that was. And the adepts are going across the map. At the same time, Lu Buhausen is... Oh, he's not actually. He's pulling his stalkers back. I was going to say that the stalkers...
He must have clairvoyance.
Or he thought, like, last game, this like we played the exact same game. You know? Like,
yeah, that's fair.
So they're going to shade, but are they... Yeah, they are. See, they got the block. Lubuhausen got the block, and the recall goes off. I love this. Excellent execution, actually, by both players.
Yeah. I wanted to call it Astral Recall, but I know that's not it.
What's Astro Recall
What?
from?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where I get this stuff, man.
I just
I'm so
thought
goddamn creative.
you are really creative, but I thought maybe that was one of your favorite Hearthstone characters or something.
Uh, but what's the? Is it just called Recall?
Yeah, just recall. So
Okay.
Lubuhausen had a random probe in the middle of the map, which I'm assuming was like actually acting as a scout. Don't know for sure or not, but that determined or at least told him where the adepts were. So now Roy's got to like take another path, and the stalkers are a little out of position.
Yeah.
So we
I
might see a little
see.
bit more work done by the adepts.
Uh, re- how many? He's got only 2 adepts, so he has more defense at the base. I was gonna say, um, with
Oh,
the
the
adepts
adepts are
out and
out.
having already used his recall.
Oh, another perfect
Would he-
wall, man! I love when they can do this
Oh!
wall. Oh, and an unfortunate shade in from
I
Roy.
think that's gonna be all for those adepts.
One adept maybe can get away, but I doubt it. Yeah, no. Nice pickoff by Lubuhausen. He's got to be feeling good. The only good thing for Roy, I guess, is that he knows there's a Stargate. Yeah, Roy didn't know about that before.
Yeah.
Well, Roy's already got Stalkers in the main mineral line. He's got Sentries in the Nat, which I don't think is as good, but at least it's something. And shield batteries to protect from the Phoenix, or Phoenix,
And
if you will.
believe this is the Fina.
Yeah.
I believe that Lubuhausen is building or researching Blink as well.
Yeah.
The Twilight Council.
Both of them are getting Blink, but look at the top right corner. I happened to just see it as it was going down.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't want to necessarily say that this is a win behind Dark Shrine, because I don't think that Roy is behind, but I think it might do a lot of damage. Let's see how many probes
no.
Lubuhausen can get here.
And Roy might feel that in comparison to his position, the same time point last game, he is behind. So
Yeah. So that was
throwing down the Dark Shrine.
4 probes for 2 adepts. I'm not sure how much things cost, but I'm going to say that that's not exactly the amount of damage that Lubuhausen wanted. He probably wanted a little bit more. And I wonder
Yeah.
if we're... No, okay. I was wondering if we're going to see a DT drop, but we might just see a DT like run up into the main or run into the nat, like, And these Phoenixes
DT,
haven't
yeah.
been doing too much. Oh, whoops. Oh, I clicked the rocks by accident. Pro observing skills here. Oh yeah, just okay, perfect. Just idle and do nothing. Okay. Okay, so the Phoenixes are coming in. I mean, only 2 Phoenixes. Like, these are like scouting Phoenixes, basically. Like, I don't think that you're gonna be able to pick up a probe and do any damage, really.
Now they're just kind of hanging out. There we go.
Oh wait. Oh, it's working. Oh no, yeah, because the shield. Oh, wait, did it get it? Did it get a kill?
No, I don't think so.
No, it didn't. Okay, yeah. The shield.
No
battery.
kill on either Phoenix. Yeah.
I like how
Shield battery too strong.
Roy's got his observer at home. He's really observing his natural or his third ramp or whatever.
Well, he's probably worried about Dark Templars or whatever.
Does Roy? Okay, Roy has a Dark Templar somewhere. Oh, it's
He
in
does.
base.
It's in the base, but he's found it with the observer in his little army there, his little platoon.
So maybe I should knock having an observer at home then. I'm too used to the Terran scans, just being able to scan whenever.
Yeah. You're pretty jaded because you just press a button and then scan wherever you want, eh?
Yeah, it's nice. So let's see
Yeah.
what Roy's gonna see with this scout here. Did he know about the 3rd base yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Or wait, I do think so.
How do you change the vision?
1 and
Tell-
2. So 1 is Lubuhausen and 2 is Roy.
Okay.
So Roy's proxied a gateway too. It's interesting. I'm not really sure why. And Roy's charge is so much further behind Lubuhausen because Lubuhausen didn't go into the DTs that supposedly I would think that Lubuhausen's just gonna have more things and a move and overwhelm. But I don't know how to play this matchup, so I mean maybe there's more intricacies than just that.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll all be learning together.
Absolutely.
Well-
Blade, thanks for the follow, my dude. We're getting all the follows tonight. Or this
Damn.
afternoon, or whatever you want to call it. So one Templar, two Templars. I would think that this is for Archons, and not, well, probably because there actually is no storm. Yeah, there is no storm. So yeah, this is for Archons, and Roy's just kind of on Stalkers. Moving down, rotating to the third. Neither player's taken the fourth yet. Roy picks up two Zealots with some cheeky blink, and just kind of is content to move away. So,
Yeah, I mean,
so what do you think of
seems like a
the PvP meta?
uh, you know, I don't have many thoughts. Seeing almost an exact mirror matchup here, one player farther behind, obviously because of some early tech, the Templars, but like,
Yeah.
I want to see how it shakes out.
Yeah, I'm really interested in when these two armies are going to collide because they're mostly just gateway units on both of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's some
Lubuhausen's army
immortals
is
in Lubu's
slightly,
army.
yeah,
He's got
slightly
he's
more
got some
technical.
depth there. Yeah, and as well as the things that make the shield that I don't know what they're called.
Sentries. The Guardian Shield, yeah. Some nice force fields here. The Archon just kind of like wrecking through. I wonder if Roy has a super battery. This is actually looking pretty bad for Roy.
I think it's
Oh, there's
looking
the super
good for
battery.
Roy.
Yeah, you're right. It's looking good for Roy. With the super battery pulled,
Oh, although, you know.
Lubuhausen trying to focus on the super battery. Roy is going to be pulling the boys here.
Yeah.
The Immortals can really tank, though. Oh,
Yeah.
and Lubuhausen calls GG. Fair enough.
Quite a game.
Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of interesting. But all right, so there we go. That's sorry, that is what do you call it? That is number one. Series number one played out. Now, what are you feeling, Matt? Do you want to go for a TVZ? Do you want to go for let me check my list. What else do we have? TVT. You want to do a PVZ? What are you feeling?
Let's go. Did you say TVZ or PVZ?
Both. We have both.
Oh, well, let's go PVZ.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, one sec.
Wait.
What? What's on?
Um. So wait, that was the end of that game? Lubu didn't win that one?
No, Roy won. Lubu tapped out. I
Oh, I
I
see.
think I mean, I don't want to be I don't want to say anything that's unnecessary and not nice,
That's
but
fine.
you know.
I see. I just saw a thing coming up in chat. I was kind of curious about
Okay, so
the goings on.
mm, okay, so in this game here, we have the okay, this is different than what I wrote down, but that's fine. So the teal, I guess if you want to agree with me, Protoss is Madman in Discord and Speed of Art in game, I guess. There we go.
And in the top left, we have the purple Zerg, Chad,
Playing for Protest the Hero.
playing for Protest the Hero,
Yeah.
known as Anti-Idol when they tour in China.
Is that a thing? Are they allowed to tour in China?
Yeah,
I thought they got caught with weed and weren't
they
even allowed to leave the country or something.
no, they toured in China back on like the Fortress tour or following the Fortress tour,
Uh-huh.
but China really hated the name Protest the Hero, so they made them change it to Anti-Idol.
Really? That's
But
wild.
then nobody in China knew who they were, so nobody went to the shows.
Huh. That's
Yeah,
double funny, I guess.
it was kind of funny.
If
They,
you,
they told that story. We went to go see the 10th anniversary show in London a couple years ago.
oh, are they still touring? I mean, I've loved
Yeah,
Protest the Hero. Are they
yeah.
really?
They put out a new album in 2020 called Palimpsest.
Is it good?
It's not my favorite, but I do like it.
Interesting. Okay, I'll have to give it a listen. Uh, it's kind of like a local Canadian band. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not. So, if Stream hasn't heard it, I would definitely give it a shot. It's very good.
Um, So we had a hatch first here from the Zerg,
From the chattest of
looking
chads.
from Chatus Rex, and we're gonna see probably an economy style. And then what's the Protoss doing? I don't know what Protoss does. They also have a second base.
Yeah, Protoss got a second base, but it's got a what I think is a relatively early gas. I honestly don't know though. Remember, if I did make Diamond 1 in Protoss because all I did was just all in nonstop because it's fun and easy.
It-
But like
yeah.
I mean, just Void Ray all ins and Charge Lot Archon. It's just fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to play. Whatever. So I have no idea. But okay, so Stargate. Stargate goes down. No Warp Gate. So maybe we'll see like a entirely Sky Toss style here.
Oh,
Not
we can see
not sure exactly.
Chronoing in an Adept here, and some Zerglings present. Metabolic boost is about a third of the way done. See, this looks like a pretty economical Zerg style.
Yeah, because well, there's a third base down already. So I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think that that's like crazy fast for
no.
Protoss versus Zerg, but I mean, it's
Well,
still
he knows Protoss has a second base, so he knows he's safe to take a third. And usually, I think you're one base ahead of Protoss and Terran as Zerg.
But I I don't. Is this a
If you're playing
wall for?
economy,
Well, no, no, sorry. I was looking at speed of Mars
yeah,
now. It's a little. It looks kind of okay. Yeah, it's a wall. It's fine. It's a wall. It's
okay.
the probe made it through, and I mean he's not plugging the wall, so he could get super link flooded, but it's not coming. There's 4 Zerglings across the map. They don't even have. Oh, speed's just about to finish. I like this timing. I don't
Yeah,
know if it's intentional,
it's gonna
but
pop.
I like
No,
this
this is
timing.
this is the timing.
But now they're just
It's
hanging
good,
out.
but no tech. Oh, we
Roach,
got
Roachhorn.
Evo and Roachhorn. Yeah, okay. The timing still good. This is exactly how Papa Vibe teaches it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the Void Ray is going to grab the Overlord. There's no more Overlords out or anything. Oh, wow, it's a super fast third base. These
Yeah.
Zerglings are going to be a move to their death. And yeah, I guess you're right. We're going to see a macro game. I didn't check the timestamp on this, so this might actually be a long one.
We've got some spine crawlers coming down
Spore
mineral
crawlers?
lines and what did I say? Spine?
Yeah,
I did mean spore.
yeah.
Coming down in response to the Void Ray. For those who don't know, spine crawler is poor defense to a Void Ray because it does not attack up.
Oh, I did it again.
But
Man, I'm really bad at this.
someone who will remain nameless has definitely built the wrong type of crawler in response to air units.
Yeah. Is it the same person that built macro nexuses?
Well, no, I was talking about me.
Oh, okay.
I didn't build the macro nexuses though.
Okay, so this is not the best Oracle control, and unfortunately, Speed of Art loses it. So
Yeah.
if we looked at the units lost here, it's even actually 300 and 300 resources, 300 resources. The gas
Oh.
is a little like getting gas early and then losing it. It really kind of cripples your economy, but that's okay. Chad is going into a huge worker lead actually. I think Speed of Art really needed to do some work there, and it's unfortunate that that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Interesting place for the Hydralisk Den, and another thing I normally like to do if I play Zerg, which is by far my worst race, is try and connect the main and the Nat with creep sped relatively quickly, and then push it out further.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So get a creep tumor in the main, and then get it down to the ramp so that it would be faster for your queens to move around, kind of thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Just because air units and stuff are really heavy in this meta right now, and
Well, I think at this point, we've got 2 queens on the third, and 2 that are kind of roaming. But you're right, none has placed a creep tumor between the first and the natural.
yeah.
So we probably would have wanted that to happen. Otherwise, some good-looking queens, lots of tumors at the front, you know.
Yeah, and queens are good. At least I see a lot of queens in my ladder games and stuff. People
Yeah.
play really heavy queen styles.
They're really important for early game air defense and
Yeah.
for mobility, right? So it just makes a lot of sense to have all the queens, but not too many queens.
And I haven't noticed any crazy supply blocks, so that's pretty good actually. It seems like these guys are macroing up relatively well. Is this a Hydra upgrade? Yeah, it is. So Chad is getting one of the Hydra upgrades. I don't know what they are. Do you know which one that is?
Uh, where's the Hydra upgrade? There's no Hydra. Oh,
Beside
that's movement speed.
movement speed
That's
first? Okay.
yeah.
And I also like how Chad is maybe checking to see if there's a fourth base. I'm not sure exactly what these Zerglings are doing, but it mostly looks like he's checking to see if there's a fourth base. I like that Madman, or Speed of Art, is getting Storm. These Zerglings are doing a lot more damage than I was expecting them to.
Hmm.
I think 2 for 4 is probably a pretty even-ish trade. And
Yeah, two probe. Yeah, that is just about even, right? Because
yeah,
two Zerglings cost you 50 mineral.
yeah. Yeah, the only thing would be like, do you put more value on probes because they have maybe like a longer, like because you want to make more probes sort of thing?
Yeah, I understand. And then
Ooh,
is
what
there
is this?
some?
Look
Yeah,
at Speed of Art's 4 pylon defense. These gateways that he's dropping down right now are not going to get unpowered at all this game. Or if they are, something
my
terrible has
God.
happened. This is huge, actually. I mean, he saw that Artosis pylon thing and was like, that's never going to be me. Except I think his forge maybe is only on 1 pylon.
Yeah, but who needs a forge, right?
Who needs upgrades when you play Protoss, am I right?
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be Speed of Art elected to take the forward base for his fourth. I think that's something you brought up last week on this map, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I was thinking the Zerg would more likely take it. Chad going to Lurkers. Whew, that's a. I mean, maybe it's not that fast, but I mean, Lurker and Spire, like, so the game's so passive that really not that much is happening. Chad's
Yeah.
dropping 2 macro hatches,
Yep.
and they call him Chad for a reason.
It's about that time. Like that's
Like, I think he's just gonna force himself. Like, he's just Roach Hydra. He's just gonna just get.
he's gonna
I don't know.
force himself on the helpless Protoss.
I think it's gonna be pretty bad, actually. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
that we need any like planning or strategy. Like, I think it's just, here is my army. It's going to defeat your army. But static defense
Well,
actually is a good idea here.
Chad's moving out now.
He's gonna go
Or
to
he
the
should
bottom
be.
where
He's
there is no
almost-
static defense too.
Yeah, he must once again be one of those clairvoyant boys, you know?
Yeah, it's a nice.
It'd be
move.
neat to see Ravagers in amongst the Roaches too.
Yeah.
But
now,
I guess you're right, not a lot of stack D, and I think he knows that, so.
yeah, I think like something to keep in mind, at least if you ever listen to this Madman, is that you can keep spotting units just to kind of see the army movement, or like observers or something. Like there can be some Juicy Storm, another Juicy Storm. Okay, those storms are basically his own units, but I mean it's enough to push him back. Chad's probably
Yeah.
pretty happy. Oh wait, don't keep going, Chad.
Chad's got to be happy with how that went and how much he made it out with.
I think Chad should just go home. Just go home, Chad. Go home, Chad.
Yeah, I think
Those are
I mean,
big
not that
storms.
I'm an expert, but but I mean, he can probably just afford to waste those units. But in an economical style, he'd probably want to just
Oh wait,
retain that base advantage and continue building higher value units, right? Or
that's what I would think too. But Chad's actually
Yeah.
built like 60 something Zerglings here. Yeah, he's built 60 Zerglings.
it's okay.
And there's a huge zealot run by here. Chad at
Yeah.
least pulling
Oh,
the
that is
drones,
big.
which is good.
Yeah.
But like these
Sure.
Zerglings, I don't know what they're gonna. I guess two attack is finishing.
2 attack just finished on his ranged units too, so those Hydras are gonna start to just slap,
They're
right?
gonna
Like
start to fuck.
they're gonna.
Alright, that's our.
You said this was PG-13. That's
our
one.
That's our one
F word.
Yeah, that's our one F word.
You used it in a ZVP? Come on.
About Hydras and their capability of fornicating.
They're the yeah, Hydras do F for sure.
Okay, so I actually don't. I mean, once I think that these storms, if he can storm the Zerglings, like, don't they just melt? Like, I'm not a super expert on this, but
I don't know.
yeah, like the Zerglings, I think the Zerglings were such a mistake. But like, Chad does still have a huge bank, and it's not that big of a deal. And if Madman's army kind of like splits off into small little pieces like this, Chad's definitely gonna handle it. But those Zerglings, I think, were a lot of wasted supply.
You might be right about that. They don't yet have. He doesn't yet have whatever the. Or does he? Is
Oh,
Hive the biggest base? I don't even recall.
he built Lings because he had no gas. That makes sense, actually, looking at the gas now.
Sure. Yeah.
How does he not? Does he not take? Oh, okay. He's not mining gas
He's
there.
got
He's
6 gas on his first 3.
yeah. So he's got 6
Yeah.
gas geysers right now. I
And
guess that
Hydras
was.
do.
He just made 19 hydras.
That's how you do. This is the daddy vibe Hydra style.
I like how this
Um,
this queen is just kind of like staring at the void rays. You know, like in the middle of the map.
Whereabouts?
They've moved back now, but like in the middle of
Oh,
the
I
map,
see
there's like
them.
a
Yeah,
queen, and
yeah,
they're
yeah,
like
yeah. It's like, oh
Hector.
shit. Hector!
Okay, so these queens are just gonna get bopped.
Yeah, they just got barbecued, and
I like how the hydras.
that's
Oh, hydras
that.
and lurkers. Interesting.
Yeah. Um. Uh, is there any vision with the Protoss forces here that it's gonna
Mm,
make those lurkers throw the lurkers there? I guess.
okay, big storm. There is also a run by to the south. I think
Oh,
that
he's
this hydras are
barbecuing
gonna
the.
get
Ooh.
cleaned up, but there's a huge
Oof.
run by. Okay, so they get cleaned up, and then but the Lings are gonna do just an insane amount of damage here because
Yeah.
there's no static D. That's the big
Damn.
thing that I think Madman
Yeah.
wants to do here is that a little bit more static D would definitely help him out because he might lose
He lost a
every
lot of
probe.
probes
You know,
there.
like yeah, jeez, this is a lot of probes.
That was a lot of probes. Still quite a few. It's still funny to see. I guess he, like you said, a lot of static defense at that forward base,
Yeah.
but healthy economy there at least. But you know, you
Oh, and
start to build. Go ahead.
Madman is just gonna he's just saying I'm going for it. You know, like it's time to attack. But creating kind of an interesting concave almost. I think he needs storms here, which I don't think he has any. The Archons are actually going to do a good job here, and it looks like Chad's deciding to move away, give up this base here.
Forfeit the forward base. Do these Hydras have range?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
If you hit
that's,
G, you can look at upgrades.
the Hydras do not have range.
So this isn't as
Yeah.
much of a Skytoss army as I was expecting when he opened Stargate with no Warp Gate, but
It's a pretty interesting mix. Like I
Yeah.
like the carriers and the zealots. A lot of little guys.
Chad doesn't have a ton of workers.
No.
I don't
Chad's
know.
in bad shape here, I think.
He's got a lot of larva. He's not supply blocked. Big storms. Actually, I think Madman's gonna take this one.
Yeah, it's just I think unfortunately the composition of the Protoss army does really well against Hydras that don't have range upgrade.
Yeah, Madman got
Uh,
a bunch of really awesome storms though. Like really well
Also,
casted,
yeah.
really well placed.
And I mean they made such quick work of the lurkers. Yeah. Good game, guys.
And there we go. So now we're moving into game number 2. Yeah, okay. On the lightest of maps.
The lightest of maps.
Yeah, it's Lightshade. The map's called Lightshade.
Hey, are there any games on my favorite map this tonight that we're
I
looking at?
I didn't look actually. I forgot to
Okay.
check, but maybe I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
forget. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's
Beckett,
the
I think,
one
is
where
the one that you wanted.
What's it called?
Beckett
Beckett? I don't know. The one where
or
they're both on the
Blackburn?
same
No,
side
it's
of the map. Blackburn. It's Blackburn. That's
okay.
it. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. We're letting everyone know next week if you want to make Maddie happy, play a game on Blackburn. So for your
Yes,
games
please.
next week.
I really want to see just one game on Blackburn. I can die a happy boy.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so currently up 1-0. Already sending a probe out. Wait, maybe yeah, already sending a probe out, but it wasn't a pylon scout. It seemed like it was even faster than that. It is Madman as speed of art.
And spawning in the top left, down one game, representing Protest the Hero, Chad.
The chattest of chads.
Big,
that's why.
Big bad Chad.
And Madman the Mad Lad is doing a hatch block. That's why he sent that so fast.
Oh baby.
And I like that he's going like a low ground gateway expand too. Presumably that just kind of helps you. Maybe he did that last game too, actually.
I
But
think he did, and then he walled on the low ground, right? For
yeah, I think you're right.
sky toss in air quotation.
Yeah, yeah, I was expecting a more dedicated sky toss, but I mean, no big deal. We'll see what happens. I mean, I wanted it. That's what I wanted, but it's fine. It's okay. Mm, so the chat, I think this overseer, what you do at like the second overseer, once you get hatch blocked, is you just make sure that it's not like also a cheeky cannon rush, so you send it around.
Yeah.
But the first one's still flying over, and he's still waiting to see exactly what it looks like. But the way that Chad's Overlord is going, I think Chad's also expecting there to be like a low ground gate into
Well,
Nexus.
he's floating it to the natural. That's the
Yeah,
way to be, right?
I think so too. Yeah. And then in this map, you get the pervert pylon, which cannot be like taken advantage of, really.
The what? Sorry.
The pervert pylon. That's what it's called.
Where's the pervert pylon?
So look at the cybercore.
Yeah.
Okay, so see that little like fan spinning around?
Yeah. Behind
So
that.
yeah, yeah. So if you put so basically, if you ever see edges like this around the fan, the box, that means that it's like another plane. So you need vision to be able to see that. So if a unit is under it, it can't see it unless you have a unit on a higher plane, like a flying unit or something. But
Okay.
on some of the maps of this season, and if we see one, I'll point it out. You can actually get high ground vision, like with a marine or an SCV or a Hellion or something, and then your
Yeah.
units below can actually shoot it.
Ah.
So I always like
Very
to do
cool.
that to Zergs, and then they're like frantically being like, "Oh, did I misplace?" And it's like, "Nah, you just don't get that for free, my man." So yeah, I don't know. I hate all the other races basically, and I also hate Terran players too. I think I just hate everything.
You hate all three
yeah.
races.
Yeah, I can, and I also hate random too. So I hate all four races basically.
You'll have to
Can I get an
find
amen?
Amen, man. All races Imba
Yeah.
and BM.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I was just gonna say you'll have to find a new RTS to play maybe.
Oh, whoa, Chad,
some,
Chad, I love
Ooh.
this. With the Zerglings, Chad just like, too bad adepts. I'm just gonna go, and he gets the skate, the scout, the skate, and he sees double gates, and then, oh
Yeah.
no, and then the adepts stop following. So
He's gonna.
Chad's not,
No.
that was really unfortunate. I think that was two probes down to one hit left, and they survived.
It was a scout. I think that was his only goal.
Yeah.
Anything else was gonna be the cherry on top, so to speak.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's no... Like, I think that this is just a 4-gate, I guess. Like, I was thinking that you would actually see this with a Twilight Council, Adepts, and Glaive, but it's literally just, like, an Adept 4-gate, I guess. No upgrades or anything.
Let's see. He's gonna send out his like 10 or 11 adepts and just try and FSU.
Yeah, I guess. Chad's taking a 4th base, and he doesn't have any units at all. Like, he's got 3 queens, and that's it. So this might actually be...
I love it. I love the greed.
Yeah,
I hope he just throws out. If he puts together maybe like 4 or 5 queens, he might be able just to fight off most of the adepts. Like for real though, or just some quick cheeky lings. But...
I've never seen this before.
Okay.
Protoss players in the chat, if you know if this is a build or something, I'd love. I mean, you don't have to tell me anyways, but like,
tell us what the hell's going on.
I've never seen this before. Actually, this is wild. Chad's now just building 16 lings. That queen's just gonna get deleted, and the the drones are being pulled, which is definitely smart because they're gonna be 2-shot by the adepts and even
these
more
lings
zealots.
seem ill-advised.
Well, if you get enough of it, I guess you can take this, but I actually cannot. I don't know. It's just it's so interesting. I like it. I like this build.
Sure, I like a little bit of diversity even in early game composition like that is pretty exciting stuff, right?
Okay. Now, okay, they can't be attacking the hatch. This is really bad, actually. This is okay. Never mind. I don't like this build anymore. That was
you gotta. It just reeks of an all-in, so I feel like you don't worry about the structures.
Yeah.
This queen is gonna chase down this.
The war prism. Did it get it?
War prism.
No. And more zealots. Oh, zealots were even chasing the drones around, so the drones are going on like a nice little vacation and.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was That was unfortunate. I liked the idea. And where are these drones going? I think Chad's maybe messed up his hotkeys a little bit here, but the
He
drones.
seems to be distance farming on the other
Oh,
side
oh,
of the
that's what
map.
he's doing. Oh, that's too
Yeah.
bad. Just a misclick. The warp prism is still going
Maybe
around,
not. The warp, still.
but Chad's kind of
That's enough.
stabilized, and I don't think that
There's
was.
no. I mean, Chad should know that it's not a full wall. It seems like an appropriate time to maybe push. Yeah, okay. I spoke to.
So he is running in. Oh, oh.
I don't.
This is fine. This is totally fine. He could go
That's a
into the
lot of
main.
probes to lose. Like
Yes.
after. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Into the main, boys. Let's
Oh
go.
my god, this is a lot of. Oh, is that a DT shrine? Yes, it is. So Madman being even more of a madman.
Oh man, these
Oh,
zealots, zerglings, just absolutely wrecking up the place.
yeah, but adepts are doing damage on the other side of the map. It's just unfortunate that
Oh
they're
my
shooting
god.
at buildings again. So like if they were
Yeah.
going
Oh
for,
no.
like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a little.
Oh, these surrounds on the adepts too. These speedy lings. Ooh.
Yeah,
It's a
Madman's down to
bloodbath.
four probes. So I mean, this is like the epitome of one behind Dark Shrine. But I mean, he can afford two DTs, I guess. There's no detection anywhere. There is a lair though, and Chad is floating an insane amount. So I'm gonna be a pessimist and say that this is basically an unlosable game.
Uh, wait, the pessimist says this is unlosable, or the optimist?
Well, like, or I don't know, whatever. Like, I'm gonna say that Madman has lost.
I
This game.
I didn't realize you were rooting so hard for speed of art.
Hey, who are you, comrade? Question.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so DT's hard. Oh, actually, DT's doing a lot of damage. This is actually just a clown fiesta. I guess this is just gonna be whoever has the bigger balls and taps second, because I think they both have definite cause. Like if you're Chad right now and you're like, I am losing so much back at home, and my Zerglings aren't. Oh, actually, no, that's a ton of
No,
Zerglings.
but
No,
look at the
stay in this
look at
game.
the resources though. Like
Yeah, Chad's got such a
Zerg-
bank. I
Zerg
don't.
can bounce back from this, even if they just threw down
He needs to
another
get detection. He
cheeky
hasn't got any
hatchery.
detection. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, doesn't matter. He doesn't need to get detection because Madman's just gonna
Chad.
leave anyways. So that means we're going into game 3. This actually is the first game 3 of the series. Sorry, of course of the series of the season. First game 3 of the season. Sorry.
On boring old Oxide, eh?
Yeah, but I think Oxide is anything but boring.
You'll have to try and convince me.
Well, I mean, for a game 3 between the maddest of lads and the chaddest of chads. I actually wrote that earlier. So spawning in the bottom left, the teal Protoss. Is he going to do an interesting all-in again? It is Madman.
And spawning in the top right, the purple Zerg, Chad.
Playing for Pterodactyl Hero.
I definitely, now that you say that, I feel like I commentated one of this guy's games before, and we
No,
tried
it
to
was-
come up with some.
It was Papa
No,
Panda.
Was he also? Oh, he
Yeah,
also
Papa
plays
Panda's
for
also.
PTH.
We have so
Okay.
many people. Because I'm on Platinum Heroes now, so
Oh,
we have
true.
so many like Platinum Heroes players in this tournament, which I didn't actually do on purpose. It wasn't like I was like asking people to play or anything, but I just put it in the Discord and stuff, and it got talked about a little bit. I think so. We got a couple of Platinum Heroes people.
Nice. Got the hatch first Zerg style.
Yeah, this time Madman is a little late, so he's not going to be able to block the hatch. Or perhaps Chad took it a little earlier. I wasn't really. I was thinking about Platinum Heroes. I wasn't really looking. But Chad's.
That's fair.
Sorry, Madman's going to come in. He's going to see the later. Well, I guess he's going to see that it was hatch first, so that he is okay to do his thing. He's not getting 12 pooled. Even though I think I would have liked to see it. Maybe Chad is like an honorable macro Zerg. Like he seems like it because he built like 60 drones before anything else.
Yeah, I think he does seem to favor the macro style, eh? But have we seen a 12 pool yet in any of our games? I don't remember
I think
seeing
Sanity
anything.
did some last.
Yeah,
last
it could
week,
be.
but we didn't really even see a lot of Zergs, to be honest.
That's true.
the like
But we only did
we didn't do that
what
many series, yeah.
2 or 3 games last week, right?
I think the breakdown of the tournament, if you or anyone else is interested, um, is 14 Protoss, 9 Zerg, 9 Terran. So there is more Protoss, but not like a ton more. And I just did like RNG to make the groups, and we got pretty lucky that we don't have any groups of like entirely. Because I was really scared we were gonna get like 4 Zerg in one group, and then that means there would be like 2 groups of all Protoss. You know, like just be. I would have been pretty frustrated if that had happened.
Ah, well,
We only have like one group with like 3 Protoss. Other than that, it's pretty diverse, which was incredibly lucky.
nice.
But I like that Madman here is like hiding the Stargate a little bit. Like in previous games, he was kind of like just putting it on display, and this time he's
Yeah.
putting it in the back, and he's making an Oracle, which he didn't do game 2, but he did do game 1. And I feel like you have to finish this wall faster. Oh, body blocked, body blocked. Zerglings are getting in. Chad even splits them up. I like that. Oh
Oh,
my
but
god,
if
focus.
he sees the Stargate, it's all over.
He sees the Stargate, and also you can even see, I don't know if you know this, but you can see the unit that's building in it if you're using a high enough graphics setting. So
Okay.
that means that there's a chance that Chad even knows that an Oracle is coming. He doesn't know when the Oracle is going to finish. Now, of course, he knows because it just flew by his Overlord.
The
But
overseer. Oh boy,
yeah.
I thought he was gonna take the scenic route, but he's just
Yeah, if you're mad
heading to the base. Eh?
And if you're Madman, you can kind of like assume that there's going to be an overseer there, and if it is, you can also keep like let's say the oracle's already noticed anyways. You might as well just kill the overlord with your stalkers. You know, like
Yeah.
there's already a spore. There's a queen in position. Nice little micro there. Madman gets one and maybe recalls out. No, it doesn't feel the need. Fair enough. Chad drop in 2 more gases before taking his patented 5th and 6th base. So maybe he's planning to be aggressive this game. If you look at the pervert pylon, Maddie, where the overlord is in
Yeah.
so basically see how the ledge, the cliff to like the left over there?
Yeah.
If you put like a Hellion or a Marine, it can actually see the overlord on the pervert pylon, so then you can
Oh, I
corner
see.
it with Marines and kill it basically, which
Okay.
feels really good as a Terran. I mean, it's only like it's 100 minerals, I mean, but it still feels really good.
Yeah. 100 minerals is 100 minerals.
And potential supply block. Oh, this
Yeah.
is very unfortunate for this Oracle because it's like flying over every possible queen that it could. You know, like they just happen to be there. And now it's going to go home, and there's some Zerglings going for the 3rd base, but they're not going to do any damage. Chad's just got to pull them away or let them die, and looks like they're just
Ooh.
going to die. I think they're even on move command. Madman is making a lot of shield batteries. I actually don't really understand why they're there. See how they're like behind the gas geyser?
Yeah.
Because if you were getting sieged or attacked from the like choke, those will not reach your units.
Uh, this you raised a really good point.
And
I don't know.
also there's Void Rays, and he still hasn't cleared that Overlord out. So that's a
Oh, yeah, maybe he's unaware of the
he might.
unaware of it.
I mean, just because the Oracle saw it doesn't mean that he saw it, right?
That's true.
But I'm liking both. I'm liking all of these games, and I'm liking it all from the players too. Like I think that they have really good macro styles, and I wonder what would happen if they played someone who is slightly more aggressive. Maybe they'll see it because like it's relatively passive, but I wonder what will happen in later seasons or later matches of the season.
Yeah. Chad's going with the Hydra range upgrade first this time.
Maybe he just forgot at game 1, like he meant to. Oh, actually, maybe is this the exact same build? Like he's throwing down macro hatches. I feel like maybe they're a little bit faster than game 1. I
Uh,
don't think they went down.
he's got 2 Evo and no Roach Warren.
Okay, so it is a
So
little different then.
it's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, because the spire's going down and there's no infestation pit. He threw down an infestation pit last time.
Right. Spot.
Ooh,
Okay.
and fleet beacon for Madman. Hopefully for the
Oh,
Chad Ray upgrade. Am I right?
hell yeah. That's that's got to be it.
I love just having like a fleet of Chad Rays flying around, just like deleting bases and flying away because they're just so freaking fast. Like, oh man.
So is that what the Void Ray upgrade is? Just makes them faster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pulse ion crystals or something. I don't know. Chad Ray. That's what it's really called. Like to the real OG
Chad Ray.
fans.
Yeah. Using his own rays against him.
Yeah. Cell being a little cheeky. Macro game equals a Protoss win. I mean, we'll find out. But I guess you don't. Okay, so Ling's. Oh, that's a lot of Lings going for the fourth base. If he had waited like maybe 10 seconds, there would have been a fourth base there to cancel. Instead, he just got a got a probe.
Oh, hey, it finally happened.
Yeah, he finally sees it.
I know how much that Overlord was bothering you.
Oh,
Finally
it's
taken care of.
yeah, exactly. My anti-overlord bias is showing. So Chad's oh wrong button. Chad's only got the Hydras and just a ton of Lings, and the Lings are gonna get discovered here. But just with the Oracle, I wonder. Oh, Revelates all of them. Nice, interesting choice. But now that they can't run, or they can't run, yeah, because they're gonna be seen at all times. I'm also kind of
That
interested
has
that we
quite a
didn't.
bank. It
Oh, for
seems
I mean
like
for
a
both of
good
them.
time for him to move out.
Yeah, but Chad is lacking gas, like in game one, that was pointed out. I
Yeah,
really liked in the last, or sorry, in game one, was it game one? I can't remember, where Chad hit in two places at once, because honestly, it's
that's
really
the
hard for people to deal with.
first game, I believe.
So, like, we can see here
Those.
lots of, like, good defense. Madman did a great defense, but this base is, I think, just going to get a-click down by the Hydras. I
Ooh,
don't Storm is finished, but I don't know how many High Templars there are. There is a fair amount of charge lots. Unfortunately, those shield batteries got not canceled. Got
deactivated,
unpowered,
I
I
guess.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no super battery, but actually, you know what? Doesn't matter. Huge cleanup from Madman, but Zerglings just flood into the base, and I think that might be a little
No,
too
he's gonna
difficult to deal
rebuild
with
his
because we got
army. He's gonna. Oh yeah,
20.
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
this
have
is
like
a
50.
strong looking attack from the Ling.
Yeah, Madman is sub 10 workers right now, so I think that, I mean, he can just try and go across the map, but I don't think that it's really gonna be happening for him. And I mean, very entertaining games, very close matchup too. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm always worried that we're gonna cast just absolute mismatched stomps in the first season or first round.
First round.
But
Yeah.
it's no fun to cast someone just completely dominating somebody else.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that point, but I'm just joking. But it is nice.
Well, I mean,
It is
you
nice
can
to have an
disagree.
even game like this. No, I like the most entertaining is an even match, but I would disagree in saying that it's no fun to cast someone get absolutely stomped. Like,
Did those are speed hydras, right?
the Hydras he did have the speed upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're quite fast. Pick
Nice
off the
stutter
carrier.
stepping for on the carriers, and
Yeah, it's looking good.
GG
He's
gets
just got to
off.
focus down the void rays, I think. But you know,
Okay, so that was fun. Thanks for playing, guys. So that means that Mad, no wait, Chad wins. Madman drops down, and we're gonna jump to Group A. So yeah, that was good. I like that game a lot.
thought so.
So now we're on Jagannatha, where this one also has a perfect pylon that you can see. Unfortunately, that doesn't help anyone in this one because there are no overlords at all. But Spawning in the top right, playing for himself, the orange Terran with a little bit of an SCV split. It is Lockhead.
And in the bottom right, the man without a team, Blade.
I think Blade is from Norway or
No, but
something.
I okay.
And I think he's part of Berserker, maybe. I don't know. I think
That's
he
fine.
like hosts his own tournaments and stuff too.
Okay.
Uh, but the default server is NA, so he must just not play NA, which makes sense because I mean I don't really play EU, so
Yeah, what do you don't like playing with
with the
250 ping?
nah, I mean the ping's not normally not that bad, and I do it sometimes, but I feel like it. I don't know. I feel like I just play worse. Yeah, I was right. I know my people in StarCraft
I
apparently.
have a team.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blade, you're right. I mean, my
You couldn't
assumption
have known
is
that.
well, I know, but if I couldn't have known, I shouldn't have said anything. Now I just look the fool.
And now you're being judged.
Now
Uh,
I'm being judged partially.
yeah. So I think it looked like Lockhead was 18 SCV scouting. I've been 17 SCV scouting if I'm not just all inning Protoss. Uh,
Okay.
but I don't know how much of a difference that truly makes. Um, Single gas, so this should most likely be a Reaper fast expand. Yeah, there's the Reaper, and the CC should go down in about 2 or 3 seconds. It looks like it's a little delayed. Not sure exactly why, but that's okay. And Blade didn't feel like sticking around. He just wants to let him get that, and that's fine. Sometimes Protosses can be super annoying with their probes and just kind of like constantly block the place where you're trying to expand to.
Yeah.
But it also takes the like APM and stuff. So if a Protoss likes to do that, and if I win, I like to watch the replay and see when like how delayed they got, like and see if it actually did the damage to me. So now the Reaper is really important here because a lot of people think that the Reaper is to kill probes, but the Reaper's job is actually to scout. So like a Twilight Council just went down, and Lockhead, for the life of him, wants to see that with his Reaper. He doesn't want to get probe kills. He doesn't want to fight this Adept. He wants to jump in and see that tech choice, which he's not doing. And I guess if he feels like he can't get in there and actually see it, moving away is totally fine. You can always build a Hellion or use a scan or something, but you really
Yeah.
want to see the tech. And if a Protoss is like really trying to keep you away this hard, I normally assume that it's something cheeky. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see DTs or something. Oh no, it's just blink. I guess it's just solid play. Play's just solid play. And Lockhead is going for that Hellion. Maybe for the scout, maybe to check a third base timing or something, but he is getting a Hellion out. I don't know my timings all that well, but I'd say that this is just going to be a 3-gate blink, which is a little challenging for Terran to deal with. Something that Lockhead can do here is you throw down the Reaper Grenade on the Stalker, and then as it jumps out of the way, you run in with the Hellion. Excellent! He does it, and he's going to see the Twilight. He's going to see... Well, I guess that's really all to see. So Lockhead gets that Scout.
Nice. So he's probably gonna know at this point it's gonna be Blink Stalkers, right?
I would hope so. I personally find it really hard to tell if the Twilight Council is researching or not. You have to like... I think you have to check how fast the lines are going up. Like, because it always
Oh my
has
god.
flinking lights, but it's how fast it's going. I think. I could be wrong. But basically, if it's not being chronoed and I see it, I'm still not sure if it's being done or not.
See.
Lockhead has an empty medevac here. I don't know if this is the mindest of mindy games, like just huge brain. Like to pretend like it's a
Galaxy Brain medevac.
like to pretend it's a Whittle Mine drop or something. Wow.
I just watched Blink finish on the Twilight Council, and it did seem like there was a change in the rate of
The
the
line.
zappy lines,
Yeah.
but I um you know, if I even gained if I even gained any useful information from seeing the Twilight Council,
Yeah.
uh, then I'm not sure I would have gained any more from seeing the zappy lines, but
I kind of like this because it's keeping the stalkers at home. Like
sure.
it's so interesting where it's not actually doing any damage, but it's making sure that you're safe on the other side. And I don't know if I'm just using my Terran bias and just like reading way into him forgetting to load a medevac, but I like it. I liked it. I thought that was very cool little subversion.
Maybe we'll start to see you doing a similar sort of thing in your replays.
No, I don't medevac drop because I don't think that it's all that good.
Okay, fine. I've seen you medevac drop.
Yeah, I don't Widowmine drop anymore. I've been actually 3-raxing. If anyone plays me or any protesters play me on ladder, I'm probably just gonna 3-rax you.
Wow, getting old, eh?
No, the 3-rax is a really aggressive style
Oh, okay.
where
I
you
just
get
assumed it required less micro, but I
no
had a
no it's more
50-50.
macro or more micro. Sorry.
More micro. I had a 50-50 shot of being right, but
Yeah.
I was wrong.
I kind of like the Raven here because it can pick off if there is an observer or something. But Blade's actually being a lot more passive than I was expecting. He is going to have way more ping because Lockhead is on the East Coast and they played on the East server. So like Lockhead has pretty much no ping, presumably. So I think it's smart not to get into like Blink Stalker micro battle. But yeah, I don't know.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do
I
it.
mean,
Do it.
he's going to get into it anyways. This scouting pylon, sick positioning, lets him know that there's at least a Marine there. And if Lockhead can actually siege, he might be able to just take off the, like, cybernetics core and a gateway basically before Blade can even react. I don't know.
Oh, that would be nice, right?
Well, oh, no,
Ooh,
Lockhead's not going for it. I
no.
thought he was going to siege.
Going for the
He
wall.
should siege, though.
He's
He
gonna
should
stop
really
this
siege.
Colossus.
Okay, interference matrix of the Colossus. Hey, this is actually going pretty much perfect for Lockhead here.
Wow. Can't believe it.
Canceling that warp in. Oh, another interference matrix on the Colossus, actually. I really like this. Lockhead doesn't have a third base, though, or at least not that I believe. So he's a little bit economically behind if Blade can. And I think Blade is actually going to clean this up here. Blade waited like the perfect amount of time for the perfect amount of resources.
Yeah, let him
reinforcements.
really take the bait, eh?
And then Lockhead scans to just see what's left, and it's actually a huge army. So, yeah, I think Blade's position here is insanely good. He's got such a good like defense, and he's got just a ton of macro units.
In Blade's situation, would you push back here, or would you stay at home a little while longer?
I mean, it looks like he is pushing back, and I think that that's a fine choice because like he just did a ton of damage, but he
Man, look
did
at these
lose his...
Zealots going through the acceleration field so fast.
Lockhead's pulling the boys. Yeah, okay.
The boys.
Oh, and he's unfortunately firing at this rock right here. That maybe is enough to end it because you never really want to pull the boys against Colossi because Colossus does so much damage to light units. But this is actually a lot of units compared to Blade's. I like Blade's choice of recalling out because all he's doing basically is just making sure that he's far ahead. Like you'd see Blade has just the bank to end all banks.
Sure, yeah, and Lockhead's not invested in a compound interest. You know? It's going up real slow.
Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty hard for Lockhead to break. I don't know if sieging behind the mineral line maybe is a little bit better, but he definitely can't leave these tanks undefended. Okay, he's not good. So he's basically going to take down this cybernetics core and gateway anyways, and Blade's just going to kind of patiently wait for him to like slowly crawl up, which I think is... Oh, no, never mind. Blade's going for it. Now Blade realizes it's not the right call. Yeah, so Blade's in a little bit of a weird position, I'd say.
It's become quite awkward, you know, with the...
Oh, big pick off on the Colossus. No, Super Battery goes down, and that Colossus survives. Man, Super Battery, such good.
Ooh.
I don't think these Colossi are, like, with the Super Battery, I think these Colossus are just going to kind of hold out, and GG gets called, and Blade takes
Damn.
game number 1. So, game number 2. On the map that you said was boring. So that's Blade. Okay, so currently down 0-1, but he is a Terran Hope. Can he reverse sweep Blade? It is Lockhead.
And spawning in the bottom left, the blue Protoss. You know him from winning the first game. You know him from Berserker Esports. It's Blade.
I like how you almost wrapped that one.
Well, you know I'm always just one breath away from rapping.
That's true. So, I also kind of want to look at that replay later and see. Lockhead's GG may have been a little premature there, but I don't know how many SCVs he lost. Or
It's
how
all in
many
how you
SCVs he still
feel, you
had.
know? Like,
That's true.
I think he was warmed up. We saw some really great splits. We saw
Yeah.
attack on 2 fronts from him and just some real strong defense from Blade.
Yeah, Blade had some good positioning, and I really liked the Super Battery. Like, if the ping was slightly worse and that Super Battery came down slightly later, I think that Colossus would have just got melted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Blade's double probing here. So this is some sort of cheese? Maybe
Want it.
maybe Stargate, I would say. The double gas. If you put 6 into the gas right away, I have to look at my notebook here, but I mean, my notebook's far away. I'm not actually going to go get it, but I think that this does look like a Stargate to me.
Nice.
Because in
Like,
CTL, I had to play a guy who proxy Stargated me, and I really studied so that when my first probe came, or sorry, first SCV came in, that I would know what it was. So Blade's going to lose the scouting probe. I kind of like the idea of sending 2 because that was another dead giveaway to me, was that my opponent didn't scout. So, like, if you're doing this, like, intense and then no scout, it's pretty clear that something aggressive is coming.
yeah.
So the Reaper's going to see the pylon. So if Lockhead didn't know before, I think he should know now. And I've actually seen... Oh, is he going to miss it? That would be so frustrating if he missed it. Like, to be Lockhead kind of thing. Because I've actually
He
seen Euthermal...
does miss it, right? He
so
hasn't
far
seen
he's
it
missing
yet.
it, yeah. Because I've seen Euthermal just
Ooh.
pull SCVs and go and try and cancel that pylon. Because, you know...
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to do it if you can find it earlier. Like, now you would never do it because it would be chronoed out in time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I'd say Blade's pretty invested here. Lockhead could try and NG block if he wanted to, but I think he's got to be a little bit more concerned about his defense. He's only got the single Marine, and the first Void Ray is actually just going to be out, so this is going to be so annoying to deal with.
Oh, boy. Void Rays come out this fast?
Yeah, they changed the speed, and also he chronoed, so, you know.
Why would anybody ever do anything other than this? Like,
You could get hard countered, but yeah, I agree.
fair.
It's really
Like-
this is really good. Like that, like oh, unfortunately, building the shield battery in the range of the bunker, no cancel either.
Oh, boy.
But it doesn't really matter because once these go up, you kind of generally. Oh, ooh, I like this. Just don't lose it. But you generally need the Magfield accelerator with the Cyclone and 3 Cyclones to be able to, like, outkill batteries with the Tempest, at least. If they do the Tempest variation of this.
We do see more Cyclones on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Cyclone Marine
As well as a
Viking.
Viking.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of the classic. I don't know why he's building a medevac. I've never seen it really a medevac defense. Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. That
Ooh.
is actually losing a lot. If Blade gets on top of the Cyclone, I'd say that this is probably pretty much over. And the SCVs try to
Oh,
repair,
he's
but they
in
can.
deep.
Oh, getting on top of that one actually is really painful. And maybe that GG.
GG.
Blockhead was so surprised that he forgot the GG. And that
It
ends
was pretty
game number
surprising.
2. So now we're going to jump to, just because I still see him in the chat, so we're going to jump to game 3, or sorry, group C. And this one's a TVT.
Oh yeah.
You
Try
know,
not to get too excited.
no GG. That was a no GG, unfortunately.
No, he just forgot.
Yeah, he was so surprised he read the GG. Okay, so spawning in the top left, the German Terran, I believe, playing for a team that I don't know what it is. It is DayTZ.
And in the bottom right, playing the purple Terran, representing Crockett, as in Davy, I assume? El Ori.
Presumably, yeah.
Must be Davy Crockett, right?
Yeah, I mean, both these guys are European, so they played on the European server.
Well, the
And,
Europeans definitely know who Davy Crockett is.
I mean, I don't know who Davy Crockett is, but, you know. This
He's a
is actually,
figure in American something. History? Folklore? I don't know.
yeah, whatever.
Who cares?
This is an insanely fast scout from DayTZ that almost makes me think it's a proxy, like because of how. Oh wait, is there a second one? Okay, it is a proxy. Never mind. I actually don't know how long this game is, so I didn't, But like, I guess this is gonna be 3-Rax Reaper. You have to grab the second gas, but I'm not sure exactly when because I'm an honorable macro Terran against other Terrans, so I never 3-Rax Reaper, but I die to it all the time. So if you ever pull me. Yeah, we don't need the balance wine. I don't know. I mean, let's just watch the games and not. We don't need the meme or balance wine or whatever. There's a chat in the Discord if you want a balance wine. It's called Balance Wine Here, but know that I don't like you, and you can just go there and balance wine there if you want. I made that one because people were balance wining so hard.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was actually a request from Blade, maybe. I don't remember who requested it. Someone requested it. I don't remember. So Elori, didn't even look. He opened double gas, so he's gonna have the double, like 2 Reaper Cyclone or 2 Reaper Hellion, and oh, he's actually scouting too. Is he gonna see this? Yes, he just saw it. So he pulls down the bunker. Excellent call. I'm actually really interested to see how so he pulls a ton of SCVs to survive because he's gonna be like really outmatched for the amount of Reapers. If you jump into those though, and the SCVs, they were on hold position.
They couldn't get a surround on it? Like,
No, they were on hold position.
Can they
to
not
mess them
hold
up.
units though? Oh, I see.
No, they could have, but he had them on hold position, not on
I see.
attack. And that actually would have went terrible for DayTZ. I love that response. That was sick.
Nice.
I've never seen that before. That was awesome. And now that the Hellion's out, I mean, a ton of Reapers can always just jump into your base and just really fuck you up, but, you know.
I'm just laughing. Blade is continuing with the call out of people who balance wine in the chat. Do you have a second channel for people to call out people to go balance wine in the other channel?
No, but we could, I guess. It would just be
and just call the channel Hector.
just go to the balance wine channel or whatever, and you just ping people, and that's the only thing that you can do. Okay, so I I think this is pretty scary for Elori. I mean, this comes down to micro here. So if the Hellions can get like really clumped up shots, but
Yeah.
DayTZ's just kind of respecting this and moving out and everything, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the shapes was picked off that command center.
yeah, Elori feels
Uh,
like it's over, which is, you know, fine. And oh, if he grabs these in a weird position, yeah,
ooh,
oh, this
some
is like
good
some sort of move
good
command or
shots from the
something.
Hellions though. Oh,
Yeah, that was unfortunate there, and
okay.
DayTZ gets completely cleaned up. And if Elori goes across the map, he would find
I
two
want to.
two Marines, and that's it.
I just want to acknowledge how he switched the starport onto the tech lab while he was defending that attack.
Yeah.
I thought it was really slick.
Yeah, and the Cloak Banshees is totally off meta because normally your opponent opens Reaper, but likely DayTZ is going to skip that because or not Reaper, sorry, Raven, but likely
Yeah,
DayTZ will skip that because it takes so long and it's so gas intensive, and he already lost so much gas units with
the
the mass
Reapers.
amount of Reapers that
Yeah.
Elori might just do a ton of damage here. You know, like definitely delay this CC at the very least. He might even be able to focus down the Cyclone with the amount of units that he has.
Yeah.
Nice little pullback though. I think it's just going to be like a little bit of a trade here. And okay, so I mean the Marine, and if we look at the units lost tab, they're pretty close to being even. I really like Delori's defense, and I think that these Cloak Banshees just have a chance of taking DayTZ completely off guard.
Yeah, I agree. But if he gets a good sense of it, I think the Cyclones defend fairly well. Cyclone, pardon me, singular.
Yeah, the Cyclone
But
can defend relatively well as long as there's detection. Oh, and DayTZ is not skipping a Reaper like I would have stupidly done. But see how late it is? And by Reaper, I meant Raven, sorry. And also, Elori's going
yeah.
like super greed. He's got a third CC already, and his Nat isn't even landed yet.
So if you're a Lori at this point, do you attack these supply depots in the back, or
I don't think there's anything
is it?
wrong with it. You just have to make
I
sure
just
that
wonder
you
if
don't
that's
get
where
caught in the scan. Because like he's just baiting out. Oh wait, what? That was so out of the scan. How did that happen?
he was in the scan and then flew out of it.
I guess. I mean, Cyclones always get.
Does it maintain being revealed
I don't
after
know.
leaving the scan, or is it only? Yeah, I don't really know either.
But Cyclones always get one extra shot after it's left vision, so maybe that's what happened. Maybe the Raven was already there and I just missed it because I'm old and tired, but I don't know. I thought that Banshee was going to survive.
We're talking about the Cyclones being a decent defense against the Ravens, so
Uh,
Alori not catching DayTZ on the back foot quite
yeah,
as much as he wanted.
yeah, I thought, I mean, he's still got a bunch of SCVs. 8 SCVs went down, like, Elori's got a huge worker lead. Like, it's not like this was in any way a failure. I just thought that it was going to be, like, crippling amounts of damage, and, you know. DayTZ looks like he's looking for a proxied starport, but that's not from a proxied starport, man. Like, you saw it in his base. Elori playing Bio.
Uh,
DayTZ most likely playing Bio 2. Really weird.
this
Or sorry, go ahead.
this just in. I was just sorry I cut you off. I shouldn't. This just in from chat does
Yeah.
not stay revealed outside scan area, but the scan area is slightly larger than the dotted circle.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. So Elori's just kind of going with a nice little couple tank push with the Viking. He's going to have the air control, and you might just be able to walk up and kill DayTZ. DayTZ is not getting like stim or combat shields or anything. Like, he's literally just going off of reactor. And I wonder if this is because his like 3-Rex Reaper just didn't
Oh,
work and he's a little on the back foot or something. But
I don't know. Yeah,
it's
it's
a bit of a weird
tough to
strategy.
say. Oh, we'll see what we see here.
Yeah, I love the pre-splits while going up the ramp, and I mean,
Yeah, very nice.
the boys are pulled. Nice little auto turret, I think is what that's called. Raven throws down another one too. Actually, this is a pretty nice defense. A fair amount of SCVs did have to get pulled, but DayTZ's like super mass marine style actually was kind of working here. And Viking 1 is going to go down. Tank is going to go down. Or not. Okay, it did go down. That was so close. And one tank survives with 29 health.
Damn. Okay.
But the thing is, Elori has
What
another
is this?
attack basically. What's what? Sorry.
I was gonna say, what is this defense? This this Dayteezy defense looking pretty strong here.
Yeah, unfortunately, oh no, unfortunately, it's just out of scan range there, like the siege tank,
Oh,
and
and
El
he's moved back a little bit anyway.
yeah, he's just gonna leave, which is fine. I think he can just walk and uh,
Yeah, or do you populate that third base and try and press your economic advantage a little? No.
Elori's got a huge economic advantage. Like having the landed fully saturated third
Yeah.
base is huge.
Oh,
Uh,
it is.
he has +1/+1, and his armory is just about to finish, so +2 is going to begin. And I mean,
Oh man.
it's if they macro out of this, I think Elori's got just a huge chance. But I think there's also a chance that he just kind of moves. Like Combat Shields is finishing now. He's got some medevac, so now he can stim. Because last fight he didn't have stim,
No. I
and I
think that was
guess
reflected in the result, right? But
yeah,
um, here we go.
he's got the air. No, sorry, tied for air advantage. So depending on like which Viking gets the first shot off, and so losing some hull damage on the Vikings there is actually a little painful when you have equal amount. But I mean,
Yeah,
if Dayteezy's Vikings aren't there at all, then it won't really matter. And his Vikings are patrolling, looking for drops, which I do really like the idea of. Uh, Dayteezy's medevacs are in a really unfortunate position, and I think the
oh
tanks are
boy.
also spread. Like Dayteezy was not expecting this
Oh, and these
position here.
tanks will pick up the rest of the
Yeah,
ground units as they run by.
yeah.
Great
Dayteezy's not
looking
really,
positioning.
yeah, not really splitting, and GG gets called. That was a really nice like. They were kind of like rotating and looking around for where there was a gap in the defenses, and
They found it.
LRA found it. Yeah.
Very nice.
So now we're going to game number 2 on 2000 Atmosphere, which maybe is a map you haven't seen yet.
I have not seen it yet,
Nice.
except for when doing my
Your research.
my research. Yeah.
So currently up 1-0. The second best color, the purple Terran, it is Elori.
And despite some strong defense down one game, the blue Terran Dayteezy.
So when I first announced the tournament, Dayteezy actually messaged me in German, and
Ah,
I was like, I'm sorry, like, and then he was like, oh, I thought you were a German player, Mac. So apparently there's like Mac, Little Mac, Big Mac. Like apparently we just got a ton of Macs in the StarCraft scene.
okay.
So
Um,
looks like they're both, or at the very least, Elori's going to open up what I would assume is going to be Rax Gas Gas, and Dayteezy opened up a Reaper Fast Expand, which no, he's opening up Rax Gas Gas too, but the gas just slightly delayed. No big deal. But I've been opening up because you get about a command center about 15 seconds faster if you open up this way. So I've been opening up Rax Gas Gas as well.
ah,
Because I used to open up Rax Gas instead of Rax Gas Gas, and you get the CC at about 235, and now you can get it about 220, 225.
just because is it strictly because the barracks finishes sooner?
Well, it's also because if you invest into gas earlier, that's less minerals for you to use, and a command center costs
Ah,
only
sure.
minerals.
Yeah, right. Okay, that makes sense.
But it delays your factory a little bit. So you can see they both actually went for depot first and then factory. Dayteezy's factory is going to come down here pretty soon too. It's just because he got the gas a little bit later. And then they pull out of gas so it's 2 and 2 instead of 3 and 3, because then you can get the CC.
Ah,
Dayteezy's looking around for proxies. There aren't any, but I mean, it's fine. If you're not going to scout, I do like scouting around for proxies. But I also think that because of how volatile the matchup can be, I do normally like the SCV scout, but that also means that your expand is a little later. I like when we have Terrans. I actually have things to say instead of like guessing or talking about Madagascar the
No,
movie.
it's. Uh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Madagascar
Uh,
the movie because you love Chris
Madagascar, yeah.
Rock. Is it Chris Rock?
I, yeah, yeah. Chris Rock, Ben Stiller, David Schwimmer, probably a woman,
The woman
and
from Ghostbusters, maybe.
maybe Jackie Chan.
I don't think he's in that, but he might be.
No, I think he's in Kung Fu Panda though.
Is he? Who is Jackie Chan playing Kung Fu
I
Panda?
don't know. The monkey?
Uh, did you know that in China, when I was in China, they released like Kung Fu Panda 3, I think it was, and they dubbed it, or like they did it, like they made it all in Mandarin so that the Chinese people would like watch it and stuff. But then
Okay.
they all went and watched the English with the subs instead. Like the Mandarin version just completely flopped, even though they made it like specifically
Really?
for the home market. But people wanted to watch it in English with the Mandarin subtitles instead.
Because they have funny voices, you know?
I guess, or they just love Jack Black, maybe. Who knows?
I yeah.
So DayTZ went for a more aggressive build here. It's a little, it's like previous meta where you get the 3 Reaper 2 Hellion, and Alori is doing. I don't know if you necessarily call it a counter, but that Widowmine shot is actually just huge because your opponent runs in is like, oh, I have the advantage, I'm gonna win this fight. But then the Widowmine shot goes off and has the possibility to kill even more than what it did, and now, I mean, Alori is just probably gonna push, kill this, and maybe even go and drop. Yeah.
Let's go.
DayTZ
Oh,
correctly realizes that he should pull back, and when looking at his base, I mean, he should be relatively well defended. The tank's a little bit faster than maybe what I would anticipate. I normally like to go 2 Cyclone, but if you go 2 Cyclone, it's a little challenging to hold some early aggression. So it's like a little, you know, uh, balance. You have to balance the scales and stuff.
Cyclones patrol.
Yeah, looking for maybe like some Raven harass or like if there's Banshees again. But DayTZ doesn't know about this. Like this has got the potential to do a little bit of like, hey, hello damage. But with the tank, I don't think it should really be game ending unless. Oh, that was a huge hit that hit
Ooh,
everything.
that
Oh,
was.
oh,
Oof,
I don't know if that was necessarily a GG, but geez, that was pretty crazy.
that was spicy.
That was okay. Well, I guess that's what we're learning here is that we should build Widow Mines for TVT. Having trouble in TVT, build Widow Mines. Like, man, that was that was crazy actually.
Need something to fight with? Why not Widow Mines?
Yeah. Okay, let's do Group D now. Okay.
Damn.
So we got your idol and hero, Maddie. So spawning in the top right, all the way from Taiwan. Everyone's favorite Papa. It is Papa Panda.
And in the bottom left, the Teal Terran representing Fires
Uh,
duo.
yeah, it's. I think it's a Risen from the Ashes, or like a Team Risen sort of thing. But I'm not actually sure. 11 recommended duo. We were looking for one more player, and 11 had recommended him. 11 manages Risen from the Ashes, or just plays with them. I'm not actually sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, I think I've seen the clan before, but I don't actually know it.
Oh, I see.
Papa Panda can be quite aggressive. I don't know if you remember from what we've casted before, and he's also the only one that's ever like multi-prong queen dropped me before, like in my entire StarCraft
Oof.
career. So I always love to watch Papa Panda games, but I know he took a relative break. I'm not sure how much he's been playing recently, and he admins a bunch of tournaments. So I'm not sure exactly his well, his his comfort level with things. We might just see a bit more of a macro play.
That's what he's gone for here.
Oh, there you
Also
go. Papa Pan is known for his 12 pools
taking gas before
before the
pool.
pool. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I
crazy.
that's pretty normal, eh? Yeah.
Hmm. Duo scanning a little bit earlier than scouting a little bit earlier than he needs to be. If you actually scout after the barracks finishes, you'll get there directly as the hatch should be finishing. If the hatch is not finished, then you can go into the main and kind of see what's going on. But likely it just means pool before hatch kind of thing, and then everyone kind of defends it a little bit differently. But he's getting a high ground CC, and based on what he's seeing currently, I don't think that he needs to do that because again,
No, I think he could take the low ground too.
yeah, if you see the hatch finishing at 2 minutes, then that's perfectly standard. Like, you're completely fine. You're going to have a Reaper. You'll have a Marine and reactors. You might even have some cars by the time you're getting attacked by some Zerglings. So that it hurts your economy a little bit. I mean, not like a crazy amount. And I don't know how much it actually matters at a lower level, but something to think about. Now the Reaper's job is very similar in this matchup. It's also looking for scouting, but has the chance to pick off some lings or some drones. It's a little bit easier than in PvT. Unfortunate immediate surround,
Ooh.
and Papa Panda doesn't lose a single ling. So I mean,
Oof.
that's basically worst case scenario for Terran. Best
Yeah.
case scenario for Zerg.
And the Zerglings are gonna cross the map kind of just as Metabolic Boost is finishing. The timing good there. We'll see if they pick up anything. Only
Yeah.
3 of them are there? One of them is hanging out at the base.
It was pretty wounded. I mean,
Yeah, I
this
guess.
could end up being really bad actually
Ooh.
because like if Duo brings that singular Marine down, it most likely gets surrounded and dies.
Sure.
Oh, and I love how Papa Panda's keeping one ling behind the mineral line to kind of like see what happens here because he's gonna pull away. Duo is gonna think he's fine, and then Papa Panda's got like an extra scout kind of thing. It almost looks like Duo's
Yeah.
gonna go battle cruisers though, or no wait, no third gas, maybe just Banshee. Yeah, there's the Banshee.
Okay. Okay.
But Papa
Barracks just kind of
Panda's
floating.
yeah, the barracks will just chill for a little bit, depending on if he wants to play mech or bio.
Okay.
Yeah. I think these guys are relatively the same MMR, but Papa Panda's got just like a really sick timing here. Because, like, if you get the Reapers right away, you might as well just push across the map with Roaches because Terran likely is just going to go for Hellions, and Duo's even actually getting 8 Hellions, which is a little... It's like you can get 6 to 8 kind of thing,
Ooh.
but it's a
Yeah.
lot. It doesn't deal with Roaches very well, so Duo's
No.
getting drones in the Nat mineral line, but I don't really know how he's going to deal with the Roaches that are outside his door. So like as these Hellions get cleaned up, 8 drones did go down, but I think if Papa Panda wanted to focus the SCVs, he might get just as many. The Banshee will eventually clean it up, though. It's the nice thing about opening Banshee. Because if he opens Battlecruiser, this game would be over, because Battlecruisers are so slow.
Right.
So about a equal trade. Same. Unfortunately, both those mules die. That's about 300 minerals each, I think.
Both those what?
Mules. Both mules that got sent down
Mules?
died.
Yeah. True. Okay.
So if we look at the units lost, Duo has lost so many more mineral units, and I think he also accidentally pulled his SCVs off the line for a little bit, which hurts. Papa Panda's got a half saturated third base, and is getting ready if the Banshees go across the map, which they are. So I don't know. I think Papa Panda's looking pretty good here.
I agree. And to see him continue to expand his economy. You're right. The spores.
So I just pointed it out on stream there, but there is actually a fusion core. So maybe Duo was planning on going Banshees and pressed the wrong hotkey, or like he makes like a just in case Banshee and it worked out for him. But I don't know. I don't know why you would make a fusion core and then not make BCs. And then he's also going mech, but he's not like his gases are really late to go mech. Like you want to get those gases way faster. You want to get a third base a little bit faster. There's the third base going down.
Mm-hmm.
Duo spending his resources at least. Oh, that's how the BC. I was like, how did all that? Where did all those minerals go? BCs.
All is quiet for a time here.
Yeah, all's quiet on the western front. Oh, okay, this is actually so crazy. Duo is getting cloak and battlecruiser. Like I've never seen anything like this before.
See if it pays off, Cotton.
The only so someone once told me that you go Banshee and then switch to battlecruiser. I can't remember who recommended this build to me, but someone did recommend it to me. But it's like it's like so they build spores to cancel the Banshees, and then the spores also they also counter the BC. You know, like it's
Yeah,
like it doesn't make any sense. It's like building the exact opposite of what you're supposed to build because there's already spores in each base, and one spore doesn't necessarily deal with the battlecruiser. I know how powerful battlecruisers are, but it's just like it's less than ideal situation. How's that?
definitely. Um, I don't know. It's hard to. I guess it is hard to argue for continuing to build along a sort of a lineage of units that's countered by something that's already in place. But
Yeah, because like I like to build battle cruisers when I play mech, even if they already have spores, because then you just kind of like you fly in, you Yamato a little bit, you do as much damage as you can, and then you warp out and you heal. Like I'm fine with that, but Duo's not building more than one battle cruiser, so I just find it a little bit of a weird choice. Papa Panda, unfortunately, is rallying all his overlords across the map, so he's clearly got a little bit of a miss-rally here. So his overlords are all
supply
dying.
blocked.
Yeah,
Yikes.
but Duo is about to get swarmed here, and I think Papa Panda might just have too much. If he morphs these into Hellions and doesn't take an insane Baneling to the face, maybe Papa Panda can just Shrek this army. Or,
Papa Panda's army getting word of the encroaching forces and moving back. There's a changeling, I think, that picked that up.
Sick. Maybe it got killed. Yeah, it got killed.
It did. Yeah, it got blowed up.
There was explosions. Oh, is the battlecruiser? So okay, so basically, Duo doesn't know that this army is here, and Papa Panda's going into the main here. This is potential to be a. It wasn't that big of a. Wouldn't mind shot. Unfortunately, pretty good Baneling connections though, so that army just gets completely obliterated. The Zerglings are doing damage in the natural. The Ravengers are doing damage, and another BC pops.
Ravager's gonna lob some shots at the BC. It's not looking there, eh?
So there is 2 BCs, and 2 BCs will clean this up, but Duo has lost just a crazy amount of SCVs. And you don't want to lose SCVs, because like in mech you want to like try to have... Oh, Papa Panda even has Burrow? That's cheeky.
Oh no. Was he watching last week? Is he gonna build burrow roaches?
He might have watched. Papa Panda does watch the stream relatively often, but I think the only problem is that it's probably just an unwatchable time right now in Taiwan.
That's fair. But maybe he's answering the challenge, you know?
Yeah.
Next week I bet you Papa Panda's gonna play on
Bennett
that
or Blackburn or whatever it's called.
Black. He'll be playing on Blackburn next week because he knows how to keep the casters happy.
Yeah, because remember everyone, there is the challenge to play on Blackburn if you want to, I guess.
It will pay off with
Matt.
some mad street cred.
Yeah.
Matt street cred.
Ooh,
Ha.
nice, nice.
Nice.
This is a lot of Zerglings here,
Corruptors.
and Papa Panda's got
Oh,
7 Corruptors too, which I mean is a good counter for
you see.
Thors, or
Oh,
not Thors,
Thor.
sorry, for battle cruisers, but he has the Thors. And normally, if my opponent's going Corruptors, I like to do Cyclones instead. But I don't think it's even going to get to that because Papa Panda's just swarming in here, and Thors are
Ooh,
actually pretty bad against Zerglings just because of the
they
low
are.
DPS. So there you go, that gets picked off pretty fast. And once you get onto Terran's production, it becomes a lot harder for Terran to come back. The Zerglings are going to go down, but... Okay. Duo still didn't see that. Wow, it's unfortunate. So there's a bunch of burrowed lings in the main, and there's even more lings streaming into the...
Oh my god.
and they're still there. Okay, he knows. He scans.
Okay, he's got
Oh,
it.
but he's
Yeah.
attacking his own. He's attacking his own CC. Did you
Oh no.
see that? Oh, there's more.
Remember that
Zerglings.
one time?
Holy crap!
Remember that one time we were playing?
Sorry.
Sorry, no, go ahead. There are more important things happening.
No, but you can reminisce. It's fine. I mean, Papa Panda just got a CC with Zerglings, so like that's an insane trade.
That is. God. Papa Panda really starting to run away with the
Yeah, Papa Panda's a
with
beast.
the game here.
Like, I hate
he is a
playing against
beast.
him. In the very first tournament I ever played in, it was the recall, which Rock doesn't do anymore. But I got Papa Panda in like the 3rd round or whatever, and this was back when I was like 2.6 maybe, or 3.6k, and Papa Panda was like 4.2, 4.3 maybe, and I won the first game, and I was so proud, and then Papa Panda just rolled me the last 2 games. So congratulations, Papa Panda. Nice, whatever it's called, um, neural parasite. I think like that was pretty. I don't know, pretty sick game, pretty sick win for Papa Panda. What were you gonna say when you said remember that, and then?
Remember that a long time ago we were playing threes with Poon, and I think I destroyed your CC or something accidentally.
Definitely possible. I don't remember that, but I
Maybe it wasn't a
100% believe
CC.
it
It
happened.
was probably a barracks.
Okay, so currently up 1-0, playing for Platinum Heroes. Spawning in the bottom right, it is Papa Panda.
And in the top left, currently down 1 game, the Turquoise Terran duo playing for Fires.
Playing for that cheeky Fires.
Playing for threes.
Yeah, for fur threes. Okay, so Papa Panda's going for a quick pool this time. I
Oh,
don't.
hell yeah, okay.
It wasn't a 12 pool, and it wasn't a cheeky extractor trick, cheeky Joan extractor trick, but that's okay. Papa Panda, what are you gonna get done? I've even seen him. I think I can't remember exactly what he did before, but he like puts a hatchery in the corner of his base, cancels it, and then builds his spawning pool over top of like the small amount of creep that's been built or something like that. So that when the Terran comes in, they don't know the spawning pool is like in the corner of the map.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's really one of the only players that I think I've ever seen do that before, and it's just so cool. But
Sounds
he also
sounds high high test.
very cheeky and high test. Yeah, super high test. So Duo is doing that relatively quick scout again. This time, I mean, it'll be a little bit nicer because he's actually going to see that there is an early pool. And if he goes CC on the high ground, I mean, it's a good counter. Maybe somebody told him that Papa Panda 12 pools are like early pools a lot, and he just like was hard countering it. It didn't work game number 1, but maybe it will work game number 2 kind of thing.
Yeah. You saw it.
Yeah. Well, and he knew the lings were there, so he knew that was there. So now,
Oh,
I mean, losing the scouting SCV kind of sucks because you can't go back in and be like, okay, are you droning now or are you roach all inning me? Because that kind of
yeah,
matters. Because oh,
sure.
he didn't even go Reaper. Ah, Duo's like really countering. Well, like countering in quotation marks this. Because Papa Panda doesn't need to do damage. Like Papa Panda, or sorry, Zerg can macro out of this somehow. I don't really exactly understand how it works, but like they can actually like build early, like an incredibly early tech structure, and then still be fine, which is it's fine. It's just that's how the game works, and it's no big deal.
Yeah, every race is Imba, remember?
Exactly.
But yeah, that's something I've always had trouble with is transitioning out of like an early pool style. But I
Yeah.
think maybe Papa Panda's gonna give us a master class here. He's got his third base down.
hmm Yeah. I mean, he's
Is
macro.
he
Like he's
gonna?
got more workers too.
Yeah, it seems like he's just pivoting out of it without maybe looking
Yeah. Maybe
for
that's.
anything from those lings. Also, the lings speed not being researched certainly don't have it right now.
Yeah, so
So,
they should be kited to death here as long as Duo doesn't let a surround get on these Hellions. Oh, that's painful. At least he pulls the second one back. Closing the...
oof,
that was way more damage than I thought it was going to
damn.
be, but that's okay. I mean, Papa Panda just getting damage where you don't think that there is going to be any damage, and
He seems to be able to find a lot of value where there's seemingly none.
to make damage appear as if from nowhere. So
Seemingly at random.
Duo is going for a live this time, which is nice. It's like Terran's way of just kind of like set and forget. So you just kind of like cue it and
Yeah.
it's just don't touch F2. And Papa Panda went for the like so he didn't get Ling speed. He's not going to get Ling speed at all, I would imagine. And instead he used that 100 gas for Overlord speed. And he
Did
got
he?
double. Yeah, he got like a double scout. If you look at Papa Panda's vision, he had two different overlords go through, and he saw basically everything.
Do we
Duo's
have any
playing. Or sorry, go ahead.
tech? He's got roaches and two Evo. Maybe he's just maybe he's going to roach elevator with the speedy overlords.
I mean, I would love that. I
I would too. That would be amazing.
Okay, so the Liberator immediately gets shot at by Queen, and it's going to get set. Papa Panda's got to pull the drones here. Oh, actually, if you tank the shots with the Queen, I don't know if he did that intentionally, but he tanked 2 shots with the Queens, and he lost 3 drones. That Queen didn't die, so I mean that looked
Wow.
really cool. I don't know if that's what he meant to do, but
I think that was I. It seemed pretty good.
Papa Panda doesn't have a
Um,
wall here, and he doesn't really have anything that's going to be able to chase these Hellions. So, like, if Duo instead went into the main, I think that this would have been... oh, actually, this is still an insane amount of damage, actually. I take it back. 14 drones. It takes 3 Hellions to one-shot a drone, so while there's 3, every volley is a guaranteed kill, but after that, it becomes a little bit more challenging. Was that 16 including the Liberator? Yes, it was. Okay, I was going to say, if he just lost 19 drones, that would have been crazy.
would be crazy. Queen's offering some defense though. I mean,
Yeah, but Papa Panda doesn't have a wall. That's like because normally, or well, not normally.
yeah.
I mean, I don't play this race at all, and I'm not very good. But like, you'd recommend. I would think that you'd have a wall, and then like a queen blocking the wall. Duo's getting his armory real fast, actually. Like, not that that's bad. If you're floating the extra money, you might as well do it anyways. But like, he can't even afford +1/+1 because of the extra armory. But now he's got it. He's got it, and it's nice to have that armory and then not like forget it and then be delayed on your 2-2. So we'll have to watch Duo's upgrades because upgrades are very important in, I mean, always, but especially in this matchup too.
Oh, there it is. Thought I was losing my mind there. I didn't see where he was putting the armory, but it's up in the main.
Yeah, if you click on the production tab, it'll actually jump to it. I don't know if you do
Okay.
that. Oh, Lockhead, thank you for the follow, man. We casted your game against Blade already if you want to go into the VOD. Or you can go into the VOD at any time. It will It's never behind a sub wall or anything. It's always free, but it only stays for 2 weeks because then Twitch deletes it. So you gotta watch it before 2 weeks. So Duo's third base is a little late. He's scanning to see if there is a fourth base, presumably. I think he already knows. Yeah, he already knows. So he's scanning to see if there's a fourth base, but Papa Panda actually took the line, which I've been
Yeah,
seeing more and more recently. I don't know what the change is. I haven't been watching that much pro StarCraft, to be honest. So Duo's only got one tank, which no, he has a second tank. But, oh, there it is.
that is interesting. Even I think I noticed with the third base putting it on the top side instead of out front.
Yeah, I know in like Protoss versus Zerg, you don't use the triangle because it's a little bit easier to abuse with like adept weapons and stuff. But
Okay.
maybe the same properties work for Hellion run-bys. I wouldn't necessarily think so, but I don't know. Again, I just kind of do things. Like, I don't always think about it of why I'm doing it. It's either like I've seen a Terran streamer do it, or like honestly on maps like this, I take either base just indiscriminately. Like it's just whichever base is closer to me, that's the base I take.
Whichever one your mouse is over at the time.
Pretty much. And then like the pressure from my opponent. Okay, this is a little bit of a scary location actually for Duo because he can Ravager Bile that tank down really fast,
Yeah.
which is exactly what happened. I mean,
Yep.
and I like how Papa Panda is kind of like setting up like a bit of a backstab maybe. But Duo just kind of YOLO into the main, and I mean Papa Panda knows it's there because he's over creep right now. Like Duo is over creep, so I think maybe don't do this Duo, or like siege first and then do it. But it doesn't matter. He's doing it anyways. This is a huge bile. It's gonna be all
Oh my
medevacs.
god. Oh my
God.
lord.
And
Yikes.
Lamau. Yeah, that was unfortunate
Oh,
for sure.
those biles.
That was painful to
No.
watch, and
Oh,
maybe why you don't drop Pro Ravager like that.
just dreams crushed. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I mean, at least there's nothing that's really gonna kill these medevacs. It would have been nicer. Okay, this bio is not in a good position either.
Boy.
And oh, Papa Panda's almost maxed. I didn't even notice. I think
Yeah, these Ravagers are just gonna come in and go to town. I mean, oh boy,
GG,
Papa Panda.
well played.
the monster,
The man, the
bile
monster,
man.
the legend. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we're gonna jump to Group D. Oh, we were already in Group D. So Papa Panda moves on to the winners match. Not that it's over or anything, but you know. And I guess we could take a minute here really quickly if anyone has the time. There's like 13 coupons still on the Matcherino, I think. So if you have a Matcherino account and have the time to quickly go to there and do that, we'd really appreciate that. So we're in a PvP here, Maddie, on Jagannatha. Both names are hard for me to say, so I'm not sure which one I want you to pronounce. I'm going to go with the bottom left. So the red Protoss player playing for a 12-year day, maybe, is what that stands for. It is Scrump. Is that how you would say that?
I guess so. And in the top right, I hesitate to say not playing for a team, but at least not playing for a team on NA. It's Radio Kopf.
What are with both of these guys ending their names in Fs?
Maybe they're both of.
Oh, it's a cannon rush. Oh, I fucking love cannon rushes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, okay. Scrumpf, my new favorite Protoss player.
Let's go with Scrumpf.
Yeah.
No, but that's common. I'm trying to remember nationality is.
It means head in German, according to Escriver.
Pops does, huh? Yeah. Radiohead.
Oh, that's an immediate surround on the SCV, or not SCV, sorry, probe. I actually didn't see what happened here. Uh, I think the idea is that you want to be able to wall off. Okay, and he gets a wall, sort of, but then now his probe is stuck? I'm not exactly sure if
Know what
this
the
is
hell's going on?
what you
Yeah,
want for a cannon rush. Well, this is actually, it's pretty common. You probably haven't seen a cannon rush like this because cannon rushing has actually evolved, where you like put uh, other buildings to like make sure that your cannons go up, essentially.
I see. Okay.
Uh, Radio Conf's gateway seems really late. He must have canceled the gateway, must not have seen it. So like this gateway's gonna go down, and I honestly don't know. Like I think with this, like if the probe could get out, I would say that this is probably game right now. But because the probe can't get out, I don't know how he's gonna build more like cannons.
More cannons, yeah. It
Without,
seems like he's got space for one more, but I guess he wants to move forward,
yeah,
right?
you have to crawl forward, or you have to get a gas. Okay, so he's got both his gases, but he's not mining yet. He's gateway's not finished yet, which is another thing. And I would assume, yeah, okay, so he kills his pylon, and he's gonna keep moving. So I guess this is fine. Radio Conf is not doing like a. You would normally do defense here would be with a forge because you're gonna lose your gateway.
Yeah.
And you, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Scrump doesn't know that he can move forward, but I mean, I think he absolutely can. Like the amount of time it's gonna take to get two stalkers out.
Oh yeah. No, with no, like you said, no gateway. I mean, come on. 3 shield batteries to try and keep him afloat.
Yeah, I mean the shield batteries are definitely going to help. Once the cybernetics core goes down, okay, he's already Radio Conf is already remaking it. I wonder if he's gonna do anything cheeky with this probe in the main. Does Scrump know it's there? At least as of now, Scrump doesn't. If he loses this probe, that would be super annoying. But with the shield battery placement, I guess this is over. I guess.
The cannon rush is over.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
A good defense, and I think that what normally happens here is Void Rays come in, but because he didn't build... Oh wait, never mind, I'm lying. The Stargate is literally right there. So Void Rays are going to come out. This is just a buy time for the Void Rays, which maybe you're going to get chronoed? He doesn't have a chrono, never mind. So Radio Comp does scout the Stargate. Definitely good for him. And he might even... I think that Void Ray is going to get out for sure, but it's not going to be able to kill 4 Stalkers.
There are only 3. Oh, there's 4.
Yeah. I mean, is
We'll
this
see.
just going to turn into a normal macro game? Or does Radio Comp just walk across the map after dealing with this? Good micro, pulling back the wounded stalkers.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Shield battery at the front to recharge the Void Ray.
yeah. Radio Comp is getting... Oh, okay, he's getting Robo, but then he counts the Robo. I wonder if that was supposed to be another unit or another structure, and then kind of like accidentally made the wrong one or something, because I think that that's a little weird. I also like how Scrump has the Adept, which could shade into the main. It hasn't yet. It's just dealing with a single cannon. Oh, loses the Void Ray. I don't know how many Stalkers you need to kill Void Ray while the shield battery is working on it, but as long... I mean, it doesn't really matter. He's not even building Void Rays anymore, so... I mean, this is done for. Now I guess it's just going to be a soft contain. Notice that Scrump has 8 guys in gas, though. 9 guys in gas now. Unfortunate. Painful. I do this all the time. Almost like it's my day job.
Oh, the probe is still alive.
Go back in and start cannon rushing again.
Go back in and put down a pylon. Those cannons. Do it. Do it. Oh,
Uh,
okay. Got him.
Perseus, thanks for the follow. First, no, we didn't cast that. Okay, so RadioComp is looking like he wants to take a natural. He's floating like a crazy amount of money, so he definitely does want to. Yeah, natural goes
Also,
down.
building a pylon in Scrumpf's main.
Oh, I would love if this was like cheeky DTs or something.
Uh,
What tech is he going under? Just Robo so far. So no Twilight Council yet. Scrump's natural is way faster, has slightly more probes. With a super battery, if he has one, yeah. So with a super battery, I think this might be a hold, but I actually don't know how many units you need for what. Radio comp's just moving back, just deciding. I mean, it would be nice to maybe bait out the super battery and then back up, but I don't know. What do you think, Maddie? Oh wait,
sorry.
the
About
probes are being pulled. Two adepts from Radiocomp actually made it
I
in,
see. Yeah.
and now he got to pick off that void ray.
I will follow their careers with interest. Well, they're getting taken out
By the Immortal, but
the
Immortal's
Immortal.
DPS isn't that crazy, so like they had the potential to do a fair amount of damage. The only thing was is that Scrump pulled the probes right away, which I mean does do damage in itself. You know, like it does do damage to lose mining time and everything. Oh, those were warped in. Oh man, that's crazy. I love that. Radio comp, you mad lad. And now we just got like an entirely stalker-based army, and still just tons of guys on gas. So, Maddie, anything you see that interests you?
Not at the moment. I mean, it's what do we got? I guess we're researching. Remember if that's air weapon,
No, that's ground.
ground weapon.
Um,
I mean, it's good. We're positioning or transitioning into a ground-based macro Protoss with Protoss.
yeah, they both are. Scrumpf has a single immortal and looks like he's not building any more at least. But I like how he split his units here. I don't think that Radiocomp wants to take the fight, but unfortunately, his units were on the move command there, and Scrump's going to be able to pick off, what, 2-3 stalkers? He's pulled probes with his army. I don't really understand that. Okay, it was a mistake. Makes sense. And I think Scrump's just decided that this is the time to go. Or not.
I think he should. I mean, I think he's a little behind um,
Worker-wise.
worker-wise. He's lost a few more units. Um, neither neither player has an upgrade to any of their units, so I mean it's
Other than charge.
well, sorry, other than charge, excuse me. I meant to say
Yeah.
no upgrade to their stalkers, so it is just kind of a straight slug out, right?
Yeah, and Radiocomp doesn't have any batteries, which is a pretty big deal.
Ooh,
No one has
he's
Blink.
pulled the boys.
I thought Scrump had Blink, but he doesn't. Is there no... Okay, they're not playing with WCS, which is fine, no big deal, but that just means it doesn't tell us how many workers died. So, like, so far, 7 workers died. I don't know how many died in that fight, but it was probably somewhere maybe around 5 if I had to guess. Scrump has the third base, but Radiocomp's third base actually is already finished. So, like,
Yep.
I like Radiocomp's position better,
I think he's in
economic-wise.
better shape. Yeah, you know. Gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna come down, I think, a lot to position, right? Like,
I think so too. I think we're gonna see probably another large like Archon kind of maybe like charge slot seems like a lot of stalkers. I wonder if we're gonna get to disruptors. We haven't seen any disruptors today. We obviously saw the absolutely hilarious disruptors from last week, and if anyone
We
missed it,
did.
definitely recommend checking out the VOD. But um, yeah, we haven't seen
When
any yet.
disruptors go wrong.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Um, okay, Scrump has a War Prism. I think I would have liked the War Prism a little bit in that previous engagement. I mean, you can't go back in time, so it doesn't matter. But this could end up doing a fair amount of damage if you wanted to try maybe multi-pronging or something like that. It looks like this is just going to be used for harassment for the time being.
Crumph does seem to have a little bit more. I was gonna say he has more depth, but now Radio Cop looks like he has more depth with the Archons. Like,
Yeah, Archons are good, especially against charge lots because they
yeah.
clump up so much and they run. Like, they basically have to run. And
Ah,
they swipe their opponents, right? And then Archons essentially have to hug their enemies because they have to get so like their range is so lame. Oh,
yeah.
but don't lose the War Prism. Oh, that
Oh
was
my
like the
goodness.
one thing that Scrum really didn't want to do. He's gonna get some shield damage here, but like that one shield battery is really just really good to keep the probes alive. So that was an unfortunate kind of like blunder and
So I think I was just about to say. So in my mind, if I'm Radio Cop, I'm throwing down my fourth base, and I'm gonna go test Scrumph. You know,
yeah.
test that third base. Try and I don't know.
Actually, no,
I
that
guess he
was
does have shields, but that's where I'd be right now.
Well, I mean, that's completely spot on. That was an excellent call there, Matty, because he threw down his fourth base right away, and then he scouted with the hallucinated phoenix. Like, I think maybe you're a secret Protoss main. Like, that was exactly the call. So now we're gonna get a
Maybe
little.
I should play Protoss.
Yeah, I don't know why not. I mean, like, easy. Oh no, sorry, we're not balance whining. Go to the balance wine chat, and then we can talk about Protoss. You know.
All right.
uh, but
I
okay,
was
so
gonna say I'd have to reinstall StarCraft 2 first.
that's true.
Then
We're just streaming on Discord right now. You don't even have it installed on your computer.
yeah, I don't even have a monitor on my computer, and I'm just doing this from my phone.
Okay, so radio comps run by is a or not run by, sorry, drop in the main is a little bit more successful than uh, than Strom's, but Strom does actually get the War Prism, so I mean, we'll call it evensies, I guess. I
I
like
guess yeah, he's just gonna shut it down, and I mean,
I like how on the right
Radio
side of
Cop
the map.
still maintaining just a slight probe lead, but nothing to write home about.
Yeah, and then you see on the right side of the map they both have spotting pylons like within vision of each other. No, not within vision of each other, but pretty close to each
On
other.
the oh,
But
yeah,
Radio comes
oh, they are
like,
pretty
I'm going to
close.
take this down, and then Scrump's got 3 Zealots, and then he's going to have to send 4 Zealots, and it's just it's a
It's gonna
cold, bloody
escalate.
Cold War mate.
I maybe
Radio,
this is where we're gonna see the battle. Oh my God, He's doing more than 4 zealots. He's sending 6 stalkers.
jeez, and they have Blink. No, they do, but Strumpf never got Blink. Strumpf doesn't have any upgrades at all, actually, which I'm just realizing now. And I think with that, Radiocom just rolls him if they actually fight. But I mean, he
I
doesn't necessarily know that. Like, doesn't know that he doesn't have Blink
no, I mean
or upgrades.
level 2 ground weapons. At this point, I mean, obviously, not perhaps not obviously, but good chance that Radio Cop is unaware that he's ahead this far ahead on upgrades. Really, you know?
That's why, at least for
Yeesh.
myself in particular, I've been really trying to like hone in on clicking my opponent's units when I have the chance to do that. Because Hearthstone
Okay.
talked about it recently of when you see your opponent's units, or when you have the opportunity, not like every moment that you see your opponent's units, but like when you see your opponent's units, try to click them and see what their upgrades are.
Yeah, sure. Oh, speak of the devil, Disruptor has shown itself.
Yeah, so I see the disruptors, and we can see the DTs are actually moving in here, which I really like the idea, because DTs are like an excellent actual unit to do, but Stromp's already defended. He's already got a cannon in this mineral line. He doesn't have a cannon in the NAT. Actually, there's nothing in the NAT. I don't know. There's like, oh, sorry, there's one probe. He's putting cannons in other mineral lines, so, I mean, DTs aren't going to be doing damage to him, at least not yet. And Stromp's got just a huge bank too, which is nice if you lose a fight and then want to quickly remax, but it's not nice because that means that your opponent is a little bit further ahead than you are in army supply. And Radiocom's going for carriers, which, I mean, if you follow the tech progression, that makes sense, right? But I don't know how good carriers are. Probably pretty good.
I hate carriers.
Yeah.
I should probably be doing this in the
in the
what is it,
balanced wine chat.
the balanced wine chat. But
So
yeah.
Stalker hit squad trying to cancel this base, but luckily for Scrump, he actually just rotated his entire army, so I don't think this is going to be a cancel. I think he can actually blink across this chasm. Yes, he can.
Oh.
There's the blink. But I don't know how much
Boy.
damage he's going to find here either. That was a fast Zealot warp, and I wonder if he's got rapid fire. So
What is rapid fire? Did you say rapid fire?
Yeah, rapid fire is not, it's not like cheating or whatever. I don't remember why. I looked it up once, but it's basically something that you can enable. Man, just Radiocomp's everywhere. Like, he's sending stuff to attack everything. But basically something that you can enable on certain keys that'll just like spam the key like with like a ton of APM. I'm not exactly sure. I don't use it.
It's
I'm not
like
exactly sure.
is
how
it
it
like
works.
turbo
Yeah,
from like Super Nintendo controller?
It's kind of like Turbo, I guess, if that makes it easier. And I think this is going to be Scrump's first time seeing the carriers, which could probably surprise him a fair amount.
Yeah, so if I'm Scrump, I'm freaking out now. But I mean, Radiocop has been so passive, you know, just passively building this high value, large force.
And I love how much static D he's got at his third base or whatever it was, where like
You
these
know,
Zealot run-bys really didn't do that much, and then one
Yeah.
DT cleans up the Zealots in the fifth base or sixth
Yeah.
base even. I don't know. He's got so many bases I don't even
You
know.
know, he does have quite a few cannons here, but I have seen people with more cannons. I'd say he's probably about 104 cannons short of where he should be this late in the game, you know?
Yeah, that was a... Oh, he just Disruptor Nova'd his own Nexus. Not that Nexus was going to 100% die, but I love this little game where he's just trying not to lose the Disruptors. Lost one of them, but kept the other one alive. Oh, and huge fight. Or not huge fight, huge move out from Strump. His entire army, I think, or majority of his army, is here, but there's no... Oh, he's going to recall, okay. Because I was going to say, there's no detection and there's one DT. So the way that Radiocon's playing this, though, I don't really know how Strump's going to break him. I don't even know if he can. He might need to...
He's slowly catching up on... in like the number of units being lost and sort of the value of the army being gone. I think the longer that Radiokov delays here, maybe the worse his chance.
Well, what I was thinking was that Scrump needs to kind of cancel bases before this static D can go up. So, like, I don't think that he knows. So he doesn't know about this fifth base, previously sixth base. But, like, because he canceled that far base on, like, in the top left corner, if he could cancel that base before anything got crazy, then he starts, like, soft containing his opponent. But at this time, I think what you're saying is it's a little bit harder for Scrump to actually break. And I don't know what made Radiocomp feel like now is the time, but he's moving across the map.
You heard the commentary.
Yeah.
2 days ago or whenever this game was played.
Yeah, I don't know when they played, but it was it was I think it was a little while ago. We actually had majority of people play. This is the first time I've ever had like everyone play the game, or sorry, play their games. Oh, actually, huge fight. So I think the Archons. It looks like Scrump's Archons are trying to focus down the carriers and might be on like a move command because they can't actually make it there. And it looks like, oh yeah, it looks like everything's on a move command. But there's so many, what do you call it? So many stalkers.
Carriers? Oh, stalkers.
But I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right.
It's just the upgrades really here,
yeah,
man.
the Tempest needs to get pulled back.
They're just shredding.
I mean, two
through.
carriers are really low, but there's still a lot of Archons. And I think it's going to be a little hard for Scrumpf to come back from, because he's got no gas. Like, all his gas bank is gone. So,
Yeah,
like, he's going to make Zealots, but I really don't think Zealots are what you want against Carrier, Archon with a couple of sentries in there.
I would have to agree with you on that point. And so I think we're going to see GG come up in short order as these carriers continue to mop up the red army.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. I mean, we can... I guess an opponent, or sorry, a player is more than allowed to decide when they want to leave the game, but I think that this is going to be a really, really tall order for Scrumpf to come back into this. I don't see it.
Have you thrown up the throw up the upgrade tab for a moment there, so people
Oh,
can
you're
see
right. Oh
the
man, I
difference?
didn't realize it was that crazy.
It's a real deep difference.
Yeah, you can also see it at the bottom occasionally. It kind of like,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
see.
you're right. That's huge. I didn't realize it was this big. He even has like the shield or whatever, the one that people don't normally get, whatever that one is.
Yeah, no, I don't remember what it's called.
I don't know either. When I play Protoss and I'm
boy
actually,
shield.
if I'm gonna macro as Protoss, which almost never happens, I just get 3 forges because I don't care. And then I just get all 3 of them at the same time, which I know is not what you're supposed to do, but you know, it doesn't matter.
I mean, if you're playing Protoss, you know you're gonna win anyway.
I'm just having fun.
So
You know? If I'm playing,
you're just
Protoss.
having fun.
Yeah.
You're just memeing.
I'm not playing super serial like I do with my Terran.
Yeah.
So DTs are going into the natural, and they're already been clicked on the cannons. Does he have DT blink? He doesn't. Oh, and the hold position micro on the probe so that they can't make it to the cannon. I love it.
That was amazing.
That's so
I
awesome.
loved it. That was stylish.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like, this is such a huge army taking down the third, and even if you keep that cannon alive, that's not going to be the one cannon that saves you. And I think that this... we gotta see GG here pretty soon. I can't believe we haven't seen it yet. Maybe we just need RadioConf to like kill this one lone army left, and then.
But wait, in the main, 108 cannons.
So yeah, oh, okay. Even super battery gets used. Man, Scrumpf is just fighting to the bitter end. GG gets called.
Tooth and nail, Scrum.
Yeah.
Radio Cop, the good-looking victory.
Moving into game number 2. Okay. So on Romanticide, another big map, potentially another big, or another long game, actually, I'm not sure which one, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see, Radio Comp won that one. So spawning in the bottom right, the green Protoss player currently up 1-0. It is Radio Comp. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
And in this is that's a bad joke.
Yeah,
in the top left, down 1 game, but with a valiant effort in the first match, the red Protoss Scrumpf.
So like, I personally don't like playing super long games. I like to play really aggressive and try to have the game over as not like as quick as possible, but like I just
like me, you're getting up there in years, so
I'm
you
getting
get a
old,
little
man.
winded, right?
I can't play long games. Like I can't even imagine it. So like if I'm one of these guys, I'm like, geez, I want this to be over, because like a 24, 25-minute game, that's unheard of when I'm bladdering. Like when I'm bladdering, they're like, it's like I play a 15-minute game, I'm like, that was long, you know? Like I'm there for the two base pressure, as us Terrans call it. Other races call it the 2 base all in, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Well, you know what they say, LittleMac's game is like LittleMac's love, hard and fast.
Whitney and I were playing Life is Strange last night. It was her birthday. We were playing Life is Strange, and at one point they have some champagne. So I was asked, you know, if her character was going to drink the champagne, and she
Yeah,
didn't seem to know where that was from. So we watched that episode of Futurama.
that's the best episode of Futurama, I think.
I
Sham Pagan.
I really like Luck of the Fryrish, but that is a really good one too.
Luck of the Friarish is good too. Um, the what is it? Is it called Hell is Other Robots? Like
Yeah,
the one where Bender goes to robot hell is.
I think maybe it's Hell is Full of Other Robots or something. It's the John that the French guy with the like name Jean. It doesn't help, but it's the French philosopher said that hell is other people. It's a play on that one.
I thought that was Descartes.
No, well, I mean Descartes is French, so that could be Descartes.
But I thought Descartes said hell is other people, but I could be wrong.
John. What's Descartes' What's Descartes' name?
Rene.
Rene, right? Rene. I guess it could be. So they're both blocking each other, presumably to see the first units, but actually Scrumpf canceled before he got the confirmation that it was Stalker's Stalker.
Damn.
Scrumpf went Stalker Sentry, which I think is less than common, but oh, and he's supply block. That's a painful supply block. But yeah, no, I'm not sure actually. That's interesting. I think Stalker Sentry is a little bit more defensive, which would make sense of throwing down that shield battery and keeping everything at home. But like 4 Stalkers here, I wonder if they can do much damage. And a proxy pylon.
That pylon is for proxy. I mean, yeah, I guess it does it.
Well, I think
It's
the
not seen from the low ground, right? Does it have vision of the?
No, but you would. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but the first thing I think of when I look at this is that you could probably warp on the other side of the mineral lines.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay.
That's my thought process at least, because like this is a pretty dedicated build pressure here of 6. Like it's not the most dedicated. Back when I was on the
Ooh.
Gosu crew, they used to do 8 stalker like into a macro game, but like it seemed like you were being all in kind of thing, because 8 stalkers is
Yeah.
a lot. So this has a general. Oh wait, there's. Maybe this is just an all.
Oh, this is no. He's going for it, man.
Yeah, Radiocom's going.
He's going for it.
Oh man, I mean, one more stalker, and he actually just like kills it before the battery. But with the super battery, see, because that's a problem. With the super battery, you're gonna be fighting too much here.
Yeah.
Pulling the probes is definitely like obviously Scrump feels he needs to do that, but like Radiocom can take that as a win.
Oh, definitely, right? That's every little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
down, probably down hundreds of minerals by this, like.
Yeah, I think I used to know this back when I was really hardcore into StarCraft, but it was like per. No, I don't even remember. It was like every 1 minute is like 80 minerals or something. I don't remember anymore. I'm sure someone in chat really knows and could let us know.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get. No, I'm just joking. I know I keep saying that they're really nitpicky, but I haven't been nitpicked.
No, I don't think they are. I don't think we're big enough for people to care that much. I'm sure we're saying things that are all wrong. I mean, I say things that are wrong all the time, and people just DM me afterwards and tell me that I'm wrong, and then I tell them like, "Oh, thanks, man. I didn't even realize I was wrong." But I honestly, it's not. I don't really. It doesn't matter to me.
Tell you to jump off a bridge.
No one's mean. The only people that are really mean are on ladder. Like one guy just flamed me so hard the other day after he won. Where it's like, what's going on in your life? I know, it's like, what's going on in your life where you're that upset? Like, because he won. Where it's like, fine, I get it. If you flame someone after losing, like, I can at least accept why you're upset. But like, if you've won and you're still flaming somebody, like, something is really wrong.
Yeah, I mean, guys, always remember, you must be gracious in victory and humble in defeat. It's the only way to be. It's just a game. Everyone's trying to have fun.
I mean, that is the thing, is it's just a game. But, I mean, StarCraft doesn't feel like just a game.
And yeah, StarCraft is life. That's true.
Yeah, exactly. StarCraft is love, StarCraft is life, all that fun stuff. Unfortunately, Radiocom, like his scouting Phoenix just kind of stopped to the third base, and maybe that's all he wanted to see, so maybe he's happy with that. But it didn't actually get into the main. It just kind of chilled, and I don't Yeah, he hasn't seen any tech choices. I don't know how much that actually matters in this matchup.
Uh, it might have been good for him to know about the Immortals,
Yeah, the Robo.
the Robo
Radioconf went for a
Immortal
super
boys.
fast blink actually, but this is a big army that I don't think that Radioconf wants to stay here too long. Because the idea is that if you have blink, you can blink on top of an immortal and focus it down. But multiple immortals, I don't think you want to make that choice. And then
Yeah,
with the amount of stalkers that are there, I also don't think that you want to make that choice. So.
no, you're just doesn't seem like a fight you can.
Mhm. So
Hmm.
pulling like going home and decide like basically just deciding that you don't want to be there anymore, I think is the correct call. And it's really interesting. Scrumpf has like a probe on the other side of the map. I'm not sure if he's planning on proxying, but it was just like chilling by the third base. Maybe that was his way of checking to see if there was a third. And Radiocomp used the hallucinated Phoenix. So charge is almost finished for Radiocomp, and he's got, let's see, 8 gates. So a lot more gates than Scrump does. And in Hearthstone's most recent video, he was actually talking about how, like, basically the order that you get your gates in. If you get your gate explosion before your fourth base, or you get your fourth base first, maybe I can't remember exactly what it was that he was talking about.
Yeah,
But the order that you get it in depends on how much your bank is, obviously, because you get more warpins for how many gates you have. So like he was talking about one player Zest who gets he gets his gates late, so he ends up floating a lot. But then you utilizes it when he gets all his gateway production kind of thing.
sure,
And I think
sure.
he said that Zest goes up to 8 gates instead of 6, or maybe 10 gates instead of 8. I don't really remember, but that's basically all my Protoss knowledge comes from just watching Hearthstone videos.
So yeah, I mean, so at this point, yeah, once again, I think both players starting to look to have pretty similar army compositions.
Yeah, but let's check
Um,
it. So the upgrades again.
the upgrades
Scrumpf
again,
hates
yeah,
upgrades. Like upgrades killed his father or something. There's and
upgrades burned down his village.
yeah, and Radio might just walk up the ramp. I mean, I don't know. It's still a pretty big army just because he's got the one upgrade. I hope he waits for 2-2, or not 2-2, but just +2. Like I hope he waits for +2 to attack. And did I don't think Scrump saw that army with the observer, which he called back. I'm assuming as an F2 by accident,
I don't think
but
so either. Yeah, currently two observers floating with the red army here.
yeah. So Scrump.
Phoenix is going to see several buildings not doing much.
Yeah, okay, big fight happening. Big fight happening. Super battery is being pulled, but actually, unfortunately, everything is out of the range of super battery, or
Oh
almost
no.
everything is. So actually, it looks like it's just a huge stomp. I am not sure. Again, I don't know this matchup all that well. I'm not sure if it was specifically because of the upgrade advantage, but he did wait for 2-2, which was definitely smart.
That was, yeah. So it was a solid little timing attack here. Yeah, they made quick work that time. I think, like you said, definitely influenced by the upgrades, came down a lot to positioning.
Yeah, and only half of the army is actually fighting. Radiocomp has decided to just go cancel this fourth base, and I like that choice. I mean, you don't have, like, just because you can doesn't mean you have to go try and kill your opponent. You could hang around and do a soft contain, uh, get into the main here, try and pull the army. I'm assuming the rest of the army is now going to walk into the natural. Like, this is just kind of looking bad for Scrump.
Grump, yeah. Of course you don't have to.
Yeah. Is that a Simpsons joke? Hello, my name is
No,
Mr. Scrump. Is that?
yeah,
Is
Yeah,
that from The
it's
Simpsons?
it's from The Simpsons. Yeah, it's Homer goes to the post office. I believe you have a package for me.
And you say,
All
"Hello,
right,
Mr.
Mr.
Strump."
Burns, what's your
Oh
what's
yeah,
your
Mrs.
first name?
Burns.
I don't know.
uh, so how are you feeling? You want to do one more short one? Or you want to call it?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do one more.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, everybody, we're not going to be able to cast every game of every week. At least not in the round of 32. But I do just kind of see who's in chat, and if your games aren't crazy long or anything, I can kind of switch things around a little bit.
I'm gonna just gonna grab a glass of water. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll do the introductions.
Okay.
So we're going on to 2000K atmosphere, and this is another. All right, have we? I think we've done one of these. But so spawning in the top right, the red Protoss, the commander in chief. Hashtag not my president because I am Canadian. It is Sleepy Joe. And in the bottom left, returning from season 2 actually, playing. I'm not sure what this clan is. I looked at it before, but I don't know what it is. It is GGGG. Probably just going to be referred to as G.
I'm back.
Hey, Maddie. So I did the introductions, and I made the not hashtag not my president joke because we're Canadian, and you're up to speed.
Oh, Sleepy Joe. I was like, what do you
Yeah.
mean, not my president?
So Sleepy Joe here is going for the block, and GGGG, or just G as I prefer to call them, is actually returning from season 2. Didn't make it out of the round of 32, unfortunately, but maybe they've been hitting the StarCraft ladder and are ready to kind of break out of the 32, make it to the round of 16. We'll see what happens. So unfortunately, G had to take the third base as the Nat because of the probe, and Sleepy Joe is actually uh, being annoying here and stealing minerals, disrupting mining. Sorry, which is
Jeez,
pretty high level stuff actually.
what a jerk.
It is actually quite
So,
frustrating if someone pulls it
so
off.
how is he disrupting the mine?
Okay, so
So
basically,
if he
watch.
mines that patch at the same time,
Then the then the drone basically like moves off of it and goes elsewhere. You know, so like,
okay.
so it has to be. So basically, the system only wants 2 drones per patch, or sorry, 2 workers per patch. So like, this isn't doing anything. Sleepy Joe's not doing anything anymore because there's only
Yeah,
1 drone for that area.
I saw one of them where the drone was and then left
Yeah,
frustratedly.
yeah. So basically, it just kind of like I don't know how much it actually disrupts mining, and I don't know if it really matters that much. Like you know, we've at a lower level we float minerals all the time, so like if you lose a little bit of it, like maybe it would kind of like if you have like a sharp timing or something, maybe it'll delay it a little bit, but I don't know how much it actually does.
Yeah, I gotcha.
At the pro level though, like I know that pros put a lot of APM, and then that's another thing too, is that we'd have to see like, did Sleepy Joe's macro slip, was he late at all, you know, like was this good for him as
Yeah,
well? And
sure.
when we look at his base, I mean, it looks good. I think it looks fine. He's chronoing out his second adept. He maybe goes across the map with both of these. Yeah, and he's getting a Stargate. Like, this
Yeah.
looks very standard from what we've been seeing. And I think it might be a little hard for GGG to deal with because of um, the no creep starting at all. It'll be maybe a little bit hard for his units to, like, track the adepts because he doesn't even have Ling speed. It's like a halfway done, a little bit more.
I think you're right. This is gonna shape up to be a. Oh yeah, the adepts taking advantage of that gap in between the second and third bases here.
Yeah, nice focus fire, taking out all the links, and I mean he doesn't even need to go back. He's gonna finish the shade. He's gonna go back, but I don't think Sleepy Joe needed to do that. He could have went up to the main. Obviously, you know we have a little bit more sight than he does, but yeah, this is so many drones going down for 2 adepts. seven drones for one adept, and one adept survives. You got to be happy with that. A void
Oh
rays
yeah.
out too, so it's taking down the overlord.
Oh, supply block there. Oh yeah. If I'm GGGG right now, not too pleased.
Yeah, GGG's trying to go for a relatively early lair. Or maybe it's not early for this matchup, but it looks a little early to me, especially because he doesn't have a very high drone count. But
Yeah, I think Lair before like a Warren even for defense. Although he's aware that it's a void ray, so maybe he's
I wonder,
saving his cash by not
yeah, I wonder if GG,
investing in Roach.
yeah, because he might be deciding to go like just straight Spire or something. Like maybe that's. Oh wait,
Sure.
he's making a drop lord. He's gonna elevator the Lings in.
Yes, please.
Oh, but the Void Ray finds it immediately. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, street cred for at least trying. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
And I think this
absolutely.
Oracle's gonna just do an insane amount of damage. Actually, I
Some
mean,
big
it's
respect.
focusing on the Queen a little bit more than maybe it should, but it's still got 4 drones in. Uh, I mean, GGG might just get picked to death. You know, like with the amount of drones that he's losing and everything. Like it's just a little painful.
Yeah, that's no fun. This is a game of headaches for the Zerg right now, and
Yeah,
th-
unfortunately.
three three bases being populated now by Protoss. I don't think there's any way this transitions into a strong Zerg economy.
Yeah, Templar Archives are coming down. Like Sleepy Joe's actually just playing a really solid game. He seems to have a really good plan set out for him in his head, and I would imagine that maybe he just gets Archons and kind of moves across the map. Maybe even Storm. Might even think he doesn't need it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Roach Warren is down now, so it was after the lair, which is interesting because you need the lair to get the Roach speed. So normally, I think you would see the Roach Warren first, but I mean, when you get a little frazzled and frustrated, then your build kind of goes to hell.
Yeah. Oh, and almost on cue, Jeff. Seeing an Archon warp in here. So
Yeah, and +1 maybe will be like the go. Like once +1 finishes and this War Prism finishes, maybe that'll be the like time to move across the map kind of thing.
sure.
A fair amount of Nexus
Oh,
energy.
more High Templars. Let's go. More Archons. Yes.
Yeah. And what does GGG actually have for units? 6 Lings, 8 Queens. That's a lot of Queens.
Yes. He's expecting to, I think, only to see the Void Rays. I don't know if he's had a good opportunity to scout the advancement of the army so far. So
Actually, that's a good point. All
if you're
all he
behind and you're thinking air, you're probably thinking
Yeah, because
and
all he
spot
really
spores. But
knows about is the fact that he's got 2 gates in a cybercore, because he never
yeah,
got like an overlord in. Um, and I don't think that Hydras are really going to deal with this all this well once the Archons come in and give him a nice little tap. And yeah, so 15 roaches are being made, and I mean roaches are pretty good against charge lots. Well, maybe zealots. I don't know how much the dynamic changes once charge is involved. But with Zerg production, they all pop from different places, so that means that you can never really get your army together.
yeah, certainly tough to rally. Zerg production.
And I think GGG is just kind of taking the time to think about it, yeah, and calls GG. There we go. We're moving into game number 2 on Romanticide, the most romantic of maps.
Does it for me.
This was always Poon's favorite because I think
Poon is the hopeless romantic.
of the group, yeah.
I guess we can't call him hopeless. He's married, but
Yeah, and he was married. Oh no, you were married first.
I was married first. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So spawning in the top left, currently up 1-0. It is Sleepy Joe.
And in the bottom right, hoping to bounce back from 0-1 deficit, it is GG.
Oh, and double probe going out? No. Or no, oh, he's just going to block again. Oh man, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe, and double extractor trick from GGG. I missed it on stream, but we can see the remnants of it of a double extractor trick. So
Damn.
I okay, I was gonna say
Aggression?
I don't really yeah
Are we going to see
exactly
a pool?
yeah
Yeah,
that
here
was
we
what I was
are.
thinking, but I guess he's waiting
Hell
for
yeah.
the minerals of it. Mm, as we ramp up for an aggressive game, everybody, if you could take a minute and go to the Matcherino, that would help us out. If you want to, you don't have to. It doesn't matter to me. Well, it kind of matters to me, but like, it more so matters to the players. We've already hit a goal higher than what I thought we were gonna hit, and I appreciate everyone who's donated and taken the time to do that. But if you can go in there and you can claim one of the codes, I would really appreciate it. We normally use all of the codes in the LMSLs because they go. This tournament goes for so long, but it's still nice to use them. Gives whoever win top four more money. Because I think Maddie, I mean they changed the rules when I was gone. You know when we went on our nice little honeymoon. Uh,
Yeah.
but I used to have to keep like basically have over $40 a tournament, and I could keep kind of like advancing and at the very least keep my like partnership and stuff. So now this time I think we're at like $60, which is awesome because that's a
Wow.
ton of money for well for a diamond and under tournament, and it also lets me pay 4 people instead of 2, which I definitely prefer. So if
Yeah,
anyone,
no kidding.
yeah, if people can use the Matcherino, I'd really appreciate that. You don't even have to put a code in anymore. It's literally just click a button, so it's pretty darn easy if you have an account.
I
Uh,
clicked a button.
I know you did. I remember. Thank you. So I don't think that GGG is going to get all that much damage done. If he can get a nice little surround around one of these zealots, I mean, obviously that's going to be like the best case scenario. But the two zealots is it's pretty good to defend this. You just have to not be all that, I guess, impatient. And then on the other side of the map, GG is actually getting a lair. So I think that we're going to see aggression on top of aggression here. Interesting.
What do you
Sorry.
what do you anticipate to see from the lair
Good
this
question.
point?
There's only
Oh,
one
Nidus, that
Nidus.
works.
That was what I was gonna say. There's only one gas, so I was
Nice.
gonna say that it's
Yeah,
most likely Nidus because like hydras are really gas intensive and everything.
they sure are.
And there's an overlord going for the map, and going to the spot, and I think this map is really good for it because you can see that this base layout is huge actually. Like it's almost as
It
if the
is.
person that made it wanted this to be a Nidus map.
They're a Nidus fanboy.
Yeah, which I mean, I like games that have Niduses to watch. I hate playing games where people Nidus me because it's really annoying. Like even if you're up to your scouting, but they hide like the actual Nidus network, it can just
Yeah.
feel so. Oh, and he's elevatoring into, man, GGG, Matt's new favorite Zerg.
He's gonna defend the Nidus head with the lings from the Drop Lord, I suppose.
Or it's faster than sending them home because he never started speed. So if you're Sleepy Joe, you're like, oh, that's in my base, obviously. And pulling the...
Ooh, the queens, he's
Yeah.
everything and the kitchen sink.
Yeah. I actually don't know... Oh, don't attack the Nexus. Okay, that's going to be a way not to win this game, is if you attack the Nexus and not the units. And attacking the pylons, definitely not the right call. So a little bit of anti-micro here, which is unfortunate. And I think... actually, this is still a lot of lings, but...
It's close.
This is a lot of lings, actually. The Void Ray
Queen attacking pylon is bad.
Yes, the Queen attacking pylon happened for way too long, and
Oh,
with
and
the
the
Void Ray out,
Void
though, I
Ray.
don't think that this is gonna.
gonna
Like, I think
barbecue
this is
that
it. Like,
Queen.
you can't kill this. And, yeah, with no speed too, they can't really like run around. Like, it's gonna get probes, but it looks like that battery. Sorry, it's not even a super battery. That battery in the main really helped out, and like GGG is like crazy all in on this.
Yeah, to me, I don't. Ooh, you know, yeah, there.
GG
I was
gets
gonna
called.
say I myself can't picture transitioning out of a commitment that steep. but I thought it looked great. It was
I liked
real
it.
close there for a moment.
That was awesome. Just the like, um, I don't know, fun little ingenuity of it. It was nice to see something different, and
Sure.
normally used like we normally get a lot of cheese and stuff, so it's interesting.
Well, I hope we see some more Nidus play. Uh,
Yeah, for sure. So we'll be back at the same time next week to cast ones from the week afterwards. And thanks for coming, everybody. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed the stream. It seemed like we had a lot of viewers, which is always fun. Maddie, anything you want to say?
uh, no, thanks again, Jeff. Had some good fun. Watch
Yeah,
some good StarCraft.
yeah.
Have a good day and night, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Maddie. We really appreciate it, and thank you, everyone, for watching. Like we can't do this well without you. And well, I mean, you're the best. We're the best, and have a great day, night, wherever you are. Uh, oh, I gotta turn